Let us talk about one-day doors and closets, where you can replace all the interior doors in your house in just one day without any messy construction. Fully finished, cabinet-grade paint, solid. You might have hollow doors. Walk around your house. See what kind of crappy doors you have. And then check out onedaytexas.com/promo30, where you can buy one door and they will give you two doors. So make sure you put promo 30 at the end there, and it's like hanging a new piece of art in every room.
It is. This is a business I had not even thought about. Maybe that's why I didn't come up with it. But they come out to you, replace those doors on site. You're going to save 30 to 50% compared to big box stores. They've got 3D measuring technology to do it all right there on site. So you know the doors fit, you know they're solid, and you know you're getting a great deal with onedaytexas.com/promo30. Like Dan said, buy a door, get two doors, upgrade that home. Maybe you're doing a remodel, whatever the case is. Your place for doors is onedaytexas.com/promo30.
Happy Wednesday, folks. It is your friends, the Dumb Zone. Hello, friends. We are looking live, not at our Game Day Men's Health Studio. That's in downtown Dallas, gameday.dumbzone.com. We are not high atop my garage, where we often are, where we do the game streams and whatnot. High atop my garage is kind of my home away from home now for broadcasting, even though it's my home. It's very confusing. It's a gummy thought.
How much time do you, speaking of, how much time do you spend up there? Is it the same amount of time at night now, or do you feel like I got to get away from the cubicle?
Well, no, where I sit nightly is 3 feet away from where I sit during the show. So it's a whole
different perspective.
Whole different scene.
Sure.
And you guys aren't there.
You and the boys.
It just feels
me boys.
Different. Yeah, it's just me boys who are fighting uphill.
Okay. Quick producing on the fly.
Yeah.
Okay. Just because, I'm not getting. Can I leave the StreamYard and come back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just want to make sure that wasn't going to screw up your recording.
Nope.
Continue.
All right. Where we are, though, I just told you where we're not. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of places we're not. Mm-hmm. There's one place that we are. The home of the great-grandfather of Easton Wolf. You know Easton Wolf?
I do. Send in the wolf.
He's a legendary listener/viewer of our program. He was a valedictorian. He did the My Pig speech for his speech. I guess they asked valedictorians to speak. I don't know. They were
left before that part.
They
of
were
your
never
kid's
asking
speech.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're out here at his behest. He is home from college, and because he's a special case, his dad is a special case. Like they're extra special people. We said we will drive to Graham, Texas. Is that where we are?
That's
Graham.
A place that I didn't know existed 2 days ago.
Right. If you've been to all these small places like Boyd or whatever, think smaller and think farther away. We're in Graham, Texas. We're at an address that is not even listed on Apple Maps. I put his address in Apple Maps, and it took me to North Carolina. So that's why I was a little late.
Yeah, I told them when we got here, and I know you were telling them as well, you bought a dog out Paradise Way. But
Poodles from Paradise. If you ever want to buy a poodle, nice old lady there breeds poodles.
But I don't know
if you want a Bodie.
What everyone's growing up in Texas experience was, and so I don't know how much of this you've seen or not, right? But my grandparents lived in a place very similar to this, or on a piece of property similar to this.
I would love to be a
They had
grandparent
a
living
farm.
here.
Yeah.
There's hundreds of acres.
Yeah. How much is here?
230.
Jeez.
230 acres?
Wow.
I wonder how many steps you get if you walked all
Get lost like Kane Brown. That's topical. It's Thanksgiving. I deemed it as such.
Right. You've determined that's a good point.
But no, I love it out here. I really do. And we were talking to our buddy Andy from the Argyle broadcast, and I was only about 20 minutes out of DFW, and he's like, it's going to get nice on your way out there. There's actually like a nice hilly part of that drive.
Yeah.
And I didn't believe it.
I glazed over when he said that. Like, I'm not.
Oh, no, I agree with him, though. I'd never been down that stretch going west, and it's very nice. I love it out here.
I don't know that ever improves or makes my drive somewhere. Like, if I have 3 hours to get somewhere, I don't care if it's through a mountain or just on the open.
That's an awful take.
Yeah?
But it's good for
Like
you,
some
though, because
people
that's
will
why
take-
you're happy living in the S-hole that is DFW, where it's like, just surround me by concrete and Jimmy John's. This is like perfect scenery.
I'm just saying some people will take it takes 20 minutes longer.
No, I'm
but
not
it's
doing
beautiful.
that.
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
That's where I definitely
way.
do not agree.
No way. But I do feel like it's better on your brain. But yeah, I feel like sometime during the show today, a copperhead might get smashed with a shovel.
Oh, there's all sorts of nefarious things that could happen out here. That,
Yeah.
like, if we never come back, they couldn't find. Where are they going to find us?
Great point. Great point.
Easton might. I mean, he's a smart kid. He might be plotting our demise right now.
And this is not,
He knows I don't have a will yet. TexasWills.com.
This is just because I peruse the news and I did grow up coming out this way a lot. I'm endlessly fascinated by, be it the mobile home, the trailer, or the house that is in disrepair, 12 cars out front. Those are the people that lived like on each side of my grandpa, and it was just a very chaotic, fluid scene. Like, what's going on out there? Who lives there? And then you'll see a news story about like, well, there were 4 people living there, all like adult age roommates, and now 3 of them are dead. It's just a wild west.
So on today's program, today is Wednesday, but today is our Thursday because Thursday is Thanksgiving. We're not going to do a show on Thanksgiving.
Feels like Friday.
Well, Friday is going to be our Friday because we're doing a show in Austin for Lone Star Beer. We'll be out at the Cain and Abel's in Austin from 2:30 to 5:30
So exciting.
as a pregame for Aggie Longhorn and a postgame for Chief Cowboy. So, yeah. Oh, okay. So on today's program, picks with Cirque Du Sirois. We will do that in about 20 minutes or so. I see a bunch of football stuff otherwise than that. Oh, it's viewer mail day. We're still doing viewer mail.
Sure.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah. Slow week. Short week, feels like, but I got a couple nugs.
I got a couple.
Choice nugs.
Yeah. Tasty nugs. Maybe we can do Blake's pre-ken check. Oh, you got to go to the Cowboy game tomorrow.
I get to go to the Cowboy game tomorrow.
Is that how
Get
it's
to
being
go. I
viewed
wonder what their
at
feast.
home?
Their Thanksgiving feast, is it different?
I've
Have you
heard
gotten
it's Thanksgiving related, yeah.
Okay.
So maybe some fried turkey at the carving station. It'd be nice. We're all going to wear ties.
Do you pick up Berline?
I do.
Okay.
How'd
Yeah,
you
no
get
holiday
him
from
to
that.
opt into the tie?
I asked him.
Why
said
are
we
you going to
did.
wear ties?
Just because it's Thanksgiving. Thought it'd be nice to dress up a little bit.
You
It was my idea.
I support this.
look at this guy.
I want it to feel different. It's a holiday.
What are you, the U.S. Transportation Secretary?
Dude, blow me up. That's awesome.
That's way
Yeah,
over
thanks,
my way over my head, brother.
He wants you to dress nicer on flights.
Oh, I did. That's not a fake article.
No, the reality TV star who's in charge of the U.S. transportation is like, just don't be a slob.
Yeah, everybody's complaining about the delays and this and that, and he's like, well, how about we start here?
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll help.
Start with a haircut, hippie.
that's exactly what it is.
And then as he hops on his private jet,
Right.
dressed nicely,
So I asked Ted if he'd be cool wearing a tie, and I was hesitant to do so because
You're a first-year producer, and he's a seasoned veteran, and you're just telling him.
okay, I don't need to be reminded of that I'm not in Ted's league, and I don't know how much longer I'll be able to do this job. But he said for Halloween, his color guy is a big dress-up for Halloween guy. And so he got a text the day before that he wanted to do some sort of bit because I think they were on ESPN2, which is a big deal to get on actual what is it? Not
the Ocho.
ESPNU or something.
Yeah, not
or...
streaming. Linear.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
And so the color guy got Ted himself and the sideline reporter to go to the generic Halloween costume store the day before the game so they could all pick out matching outfits for the game. I don't think what I'm asking is quite that much to just put a tie on.
But you asked Ted and Berline.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, what if we dressed up? It's really nice.
It's Thanksgiving. And
Mr.
they obliged. So we're going to have a cute little photo on the field with all of us in ties.
God, call Noviello.
Totally.
Jeez. So how is the you're getting to go to Thanksgiving playing at home this year?
It's been discussed. It's known that I will not be around on Thanksgiving, and I will also not be around on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day.
He's like Pat Mahomes.
I know.
You know?
Yeah, right.
Basically.
Walk on out there and see what.
Just start reading off a list of other people who have to work on those days.
The president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Important people.
Yep. No days off.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the most difficult things about dealing with, I'm just going to say, the woman I know, but I think it's probably all of them.
The soup off champ.
Is I just can't get her to understand that all of these things that bother her are man-made conventions that are just they don't matter. What day this happens, what day that happens.
Oh, like if we don't celebrate your birthday on this day?
Or yeah, any of these things. Like
it's man-made that you have to celebrate it.
It's
not
man-made.
Yeah.
And then just the idea of like we've got to do this because that's the way that, and it's like you're in a prison, sister. Break on out. That doesn't go over well.
That's
But
right.
that's
That's the way I believe. When you could, I can watch a game a half hour after it starts.
So
Open presents at noon.
Right. It's your life.
she approaches you with an emotional problem where it makes me sad I don't get to see you on this day. And you hit her with, listen, it's a man-made corporation day. It doesn't need to happen.
I like it.
This is because of capitalism.
Everything is...
It's a higher, more advanced take
Exhausting,
than Hallmark invented this holiday. That
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Are you speaking of the president? Are you upset with him?
Here's
why I'm upset with
I
Trump.
haven't taken issue lately.
Okay.
Well, no, it's because a lot of things that he just thinks sucks, he just doesn't do. And then you're like, yeah, why does everybody do that? He's probably right on that. Like the
Paying taxes.
maybe paying taxes, but the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Yeah.
You know?
Bad
That was
bit.
always just – I always thought that was kind of a bad bet. And he's like, I'm not going to that. I'm not doing it. You guys go ahead and do it if you want. I don't know. It's stupid. Wouldn't you think he would have done that for pardoning a turkey before Thanksgiving? Like,
Great point.
I'm out.
Great point.
We're golfing. Like, there's so many more important things we could be doing.
If anybody had the juice and the gumption to do it, it would have been him.
Like, I'm out on this.
So it may be here forever.
Although he does hand out candy at Halloween. They do that bit.
And God, thank you that he does, because he did it again this year, didn't he?
Did he put a candy bar on someone's head or
He
something?
did it too. He did it on top of a minion back in 2017. So that's the thing, is that I don't know now when he does something like that if he's doing a callback, because he's just got such great bits, like any master comedian, that I'm like, is that new or is he referencing the old thing?
Yeah, like Seinfeld will occasionally pull out the sock he can't find in the dryer, and you're like, yeah, I
There
remember
it
that.
is. He's dropping the candy on his head. Yeah, that's an interesting one.
That's
We
our
still do
political
the
talk.
turkey.
Political talk, I think, for the day. Do you want to hear a little sport? Do a little sports?
Yeah, let's do a little sports.
Let's see. Could we have a little sports brought to us by Flooring Direct DFW?
Dan, yes we can with the Flooring Direct man. Flooring Direct DFW, they will come directly to you and they will help you replace your floors. They'll give you a quote right there on site. You don't have to travel to a showroom to get this done. That's the direct part. They do have a showroom because they are local here in DFW, and they've got great deals for you right now. Let's talk about the payment options. 36 months, 0% financing. You have new floors in your house, Blake, for nothing down. Zero for 36 months, nothing down. A lot of people in the AI space predicting you won't even be alive in 3 years. So there's a decent chance that you get these floors and never pay a single dollar for them at flooringdirectdfw.com/DZ. You got holidays coming up right on top of you here. You want to upgrade that house before you have the family over, before you're entertaining.
Do what we did. Just schedule an in-home visit. Just kind of show you
Free.
everything, kind of get you whet your appetite on that kind of stuff, and then make that decision. I guess that's our plan. Is we're going to make the decision on what kind of floors when she's off again for Christmas break. That's the way we're doing it.
But you don't have to go anywhere. That's the
right.
upshot.
Yeah.
FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ. Take advantage of some of those offers.
The holidays are approaching.
And that's what's really top of mind right now. 972-449-9456.
From the wonderful world of sports, Radio Sports Scoreboard.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Blake, I'm going to unmute my computer and let's see if chaos ensues.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, I wanted the echo too.
I turned it off,
Good. All right.
so I can't play audio.
Well, that's too bad, huh?
No, hold on.
Oh, we're going to have to figure something out. You can start.
Well, I had some shoddy, and wait, is this the one I wanted?
No, you can do it.
All right, let's see if you can get it.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
All right, I want to do Sounds of the Sideline first.
Okay.
Just a quick little run through here because, we were talking about watching the game and viewing the body language and the affect of the players on Sunday during the game and how bummed everybody looked and what you expect from a guy like CD to not be maybe necessarily in pout mode. This is after Turpin fumbled, so things are going horribly. And I just pulled a little bit of Dak on the sideline. There was a horrible CD drop. There was a horrible Turpin fumble, but he still just rolls.
Let's go now. Let's go. Bring it in.
This is Dak.
Let's go. You too good for that, H. Let's go. I got you. Fuck him in the game. We not about to do all that. Stay right there.
It's simple, but he's just giving them we're not about to do all that. This is not us. Like, go stay in it, whatever. And then I think that's part of the reason why when he scores, the whole team goes insane. I love having an old quarterback because when you have an unk quarterback, especially if he's able to go run for a touchdown, it's the closest thing you're going to get in the NFL to when they let a special needs kid score and everybody's extremely happy for him because they're legitimately proud. That's how everyone is when Dak
not
scores.
1 yard either. It was like
No, it was an athletic
11
play.
yards. Yeah.
So there's a couple things in here.
Like we didn't have that in the.
No, and they're yelling at him. Who said you're old? Who said they're doing Brad Shannon? You or him? Who said old man can't run? Did you hear that?
Something about your bald head.
He said, "Who said Unk can't run? You landed on your bald head." Yeah. Okay. So that's
Everything's fun.
That's fun. So is having Brandon Aubrey and introducing Brandon Aubrey to new players because this happened with George Pickens earlier in the year. There was someone else I think we saw that it must have been just after the game where he hit 2. Was that the Giants game?
Yeah.
Where players were being asked about it. There was a Sounds of the Sideline, and there's always new guys that are like, he can hit that? Like, I've only seen him on Madden or something, They don't. And this is right before the game winner. They're about, they're starting to march. And it's Osa on the sideline talking to Quinnen Williams. And One, it's funny to me that Osa still calls him Brandon Aubrey. Not B.A., not Brandon, not Aubrey. But Quinnen is blown away.
All we have to do is slip the other side of the 50, and Brandon Aubrey's going to kick us a field goal and win us the game. Yeah. You can make that for him? Hell yeah. Butter. That's why he got an X factor on Madden? Yeah.
Did you make that out, Blake?
That's why he has an extra what on Madden?
An X factor. I guess that's...
Oh, yeah.
Quinnen Williams only knows that they can feel good about this Aubrey attempt, not because Osa's like, 50, we're good. He's like, oh, that's right. He's got the X factor on Madden. Like, that's his context.
All we have to do is slip the other side of the 50, and Brandon Aubrey's going to kick us a field goal and win us the game. Yeah. You can make that for him? Hell yeah. Butter. That's why he got an X factor on Madden? Yeah. We already where we need to be at to kick a field goal. So he can kick a 61? I know I'm still new to this.
Prescott back.
So,
That's awesome.
just a cool angle to getting new players is at some point they're going to realize, oh, shit, we got a different kicker.
It's unfortunate.
Because honestly, they're never thinking about it other than right then.
Yeah.
So that's new info.
It's unfortunate that you don't get sides of the sideline if, like, they would have barely lost that game.
I know.
Because those are fun.
I know. And look, we know people who work there or have worked there over the years and can confirm because they hear all of it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they've got it.
All right, I have a little audio. One is shoddy. So really I have two sets of audio, and they kind of both fall under the heading of we are hanging mission accomplished banners.
Oh, no.
And one is shoddy. One is Shedeur. I'll start with shoddy, as he is going to hit a few bingos here as well. This is the very end of his press conference the day after the win. And he's kind of reflecting on everything here. But we'll start with the bingo, and we'll end with the bingo.
It's just one of those situations that, you take time to, count your blessings. And, again, it starts for me with my faith and then my family and then certainly this football team. And
That's a different way of saying it. I like that. A little spin. A jazz version.
You got to change things up.
Yeah.
Again, I'll remember, last night's game for a while just because, again, it was very,
You know what we didn't do there? The 24-hour rule or whatever it is, the midnight rule. Like, we just put that behind us, and we now got to look ahead.
Counterpoint.
Go on.
I'm not trying to be not – you can't – after you win a game at home emotional like that after a guy kills himself, you can't be like, we're flushing this one.
How many games?
Don't think about it after –
How many games do we get after he kills himself?
It's a good point.
What if
I
we
was
get
curious.
that for KC as well?
I asked this question the other day. Blake offered, well, it was the first home one. So I do think now they have to go, but it would have been probably pretty callous if he got up there and was like, this is any other game. We move on to next week. It also would have been awesome.
again, I'll remember, last night's game for a while just because, again, it was very,
the last time we'll win for a month.
It was very big step for us to do what we were able to do in that second half.
It had nothing to do with Marshawn Nealon. It had nothing to do with it. Had everything to do with that. It was a huge step for this team to take. Do you see that banner behind me? We've taken the step, and we are now that team.
Back on that, you're kind of approaching 1 year as an NFL head coach. What have you learned about yourself since you've taken that role?
Boy, and this is a question that you just wouldn't even pull out in half the press conferences in the NFL, if not 90%. Like, if you asked Tomlin, what have you learned about yourself, he'd just stare at you and be like, I don't know. I learned that you're gay. But,
Yeah, I know. He would.
But this is one the shot. He's probably like, oh, great question, bro. Great question.
Oh, man, you should have asked that question at the beginning of the press conference because there's been a lot of things.
Translation? Because then I could have just talked about myself for the next 20 minutes, right?
I think the number one thing I would say is that I believe, and I say this humbly,
Okay. Is whatever he's about to say a humble statement?
No.
Let's find out.
I think the number one thing I would say is that I believe, and I say this humbly, I was ready for this opportunity. Why? I knew what I was.
The bingo. We're hitting
I'm
bingos.
everywhere. I'm everywhere.
I was ready for this opportunity. Why? I knew what I wanted. I knew what I was made of. I knew the type of young men that I wanted to coach and be around. And I feel really good about the coaching staff we put together. There's certainly been things that have come across my desk that I had no idea how to deal with. Just say that, being honest. And I either leaned on my contacts and trusted advisors, or I trusted my instincts and my gut. And I think one of the things that my pops probably gave me
Bingo.
from the game all my life is my instincts for how to lead people are pretty strong. And
Humbly.
I think that I do trust and listen to my gut a lot. If I'm torn, I kind of listen to what my gut tells me.
Good. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Oh.
There we go.
Yeah, there's obviously a lot there. He's an extremely confident guy, and he's now the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. So really the character study for him, to me, is it's crazy that he was able to stay that confident despite his entire industry telling him that he was not really coveted. And then, lo and behold, here comes Jerry, and now he's got validation. Why wouldn't he think, I'm the shit? Everybody was just wrong forever. It's not just that, I've got CD and George Pickens with Dak. It's that everybody was wrong for 20 years.
That's what you do wonder.
But you still got to
Barry Switzer was named the Cowboys coach after Jimmy, but let's say that was Dave Campo instead.
Yeah.
Do they win a Super Bowl somewhere in there? Probably. And then Dave Campo is not a punchline, or Barry Switzer's actually a Cowboy coach punchline, so maybe you still could be after.
Yeah, I mean, either way, they had a lot going. You got to at least say that when they got Shoddy. This is not his right. He's not the architect.
This is still
here.
A team that went 11 wins, like 3 years in a row, or 12. 3 years in a row, and then they had an injury year. So it's a large part, many of the key parts of that team, mainly Dak, of course, and that's the part you want to have. The quarterback is the part you want to have. Like the Browns. And let's keep hanging mission accomplished banners. Shedeur Sanders, in his post-game press conference, after winning on the road in Las Vegas, wanted to talk to the media. Well, he had to talk. He loved talking to the media this day.
Everybody starts different places. And like I say, just because I didn't get the summer reps.
Passive-aggressively kind of mentioned a few things here.
Also, it makes it kind of like a what'd you expect? You know what I mean? That's always good.
The summer reps, just because I wasn't in the best situation for me to be prepared to go out there and execute, like from a summer standpoint. That's how life is. Everybody's not in everybody's not in the best situation, but it's no excuse. You got to go out there and perform. Like, there's no choice, there's no question. Nobody cares if this was 1 week of prep. Who cares? So a lot of people want to see me fail, and that ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen.
Okay. He will not fail. He went on, as throughout this press conference, he's going all over the place, but he did talk about the fact that he grew up in a unique way from a lot of NFL players. And he's going to end with something that I think is funny. We'll see if you think it's funny as well.
And the thing was, I was always great at understanding perspectives and stuff, because you got to really take a deep dive at how we grew up. Like, when we grew up, my dad had us in a 30,000 square foot home. Then after that, he took us to go play ball in the inner city. After that, we transferred, and he moved us across town because he wanted us to get that dog in us, to have that mentality, to have that it factor in us. So then we went to charter schools, and I don't know if you're familiar with charter schools, and it's not the best, but
that's the thing I thought was funny. Do you think it's funny?
Why?
Didn't Dion start a charter school?
Okay,
and then
yeah.
he's like, he went to the school that his dad started. It was universally ripped and said this school sucks. And then he's like, yeah, we had to go to this charter school that sucked.
Yeah, okay. Now I'm piecing it all together.
Wait, you invented the charter school.
That I did not piece that all together at the time. But yes, and also, I don't know how inner city. Can you? I was just gonna on its face, I find that a little bit. Showboat. You really think he got like a taste of what it's like to be like economically disadvantaged and fighting and scrapping? Like that's why those kids are playing like that.
Right, just like driving in and being dropped off.
Yeah, so like you can just download desperation.
Right.
I don't think so. You know, he probably thinks that, but I find that a bit odd. But I'm excited to see him play. I really am, dude. I hope it works because I loved him in college. He's a fun player to watch.
You know who else is excited? The Ken Carman and Anthony Lima, the Sports Boy Tony show in Cleveland. This was 6 a.m. the day after the Browns game. And so if you think some Cowboy fans are silly for like, hey, you're 5-5-1. Let's just settle down on how excited we should be for the playoff chances. What's the Browns' record right now? Did anybody have that handy? It's not great. And they're the Browns. But this is where you're at. Like when you're a fan base that has experienced 0-16 in the last handful of years, and really the most downtrodden NFL fan base has to be the Cleveland one.
I mean, their star player, their franchise player, whether it was last year or the year before, he was on the 0-16 team, and he said, this year's worse than that.
Garrett said that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. So here's how you would start your show with Sports Talk Radio the next day after the Browns actually win a game.
Audio courtesy of the UH Browns Radio Network. Hi, Tone. Good morning.
Kenny!
Mike's not on.
Kenny! Super Bowl! Super Browns! Yeah! Audio courtesy of the UH Browns Radio Network. It is time to get festive in downtown Cleveland, baby! He did it! He did it! They did it! Yes! Yes!
And you were worried.
Yes!
You were worried.
Hell yeah, I was worried.
Come on.
Hell yeah. Why wouldn't I be worried? 3 days of practice. Barely any reps beforehand. Oh, God, did we talk about the reps beforehand?
Are reps overrated in the NFL?
Oh, my God. Holy shit.
Boy,
And I know the
Tony.
people
Dude.
the Raiders. Yeah, guys, I know it was the Raiders. All right, why don't you relax for a second, okay? I was so excited that...
Okay.
That's awesome. Even if it's kind of tongue-in-cheek, I'm excited for those guys. My skin crawls thinking about the fact that they actually had to do a segment called Do Reps Matter? But good for them.
It is funny to look at their show run sheet. Like I downloaded the 3-hour thing, and you can just see.
Timestampy.
It's like they'll do a whole segment on Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah.
Like, let's just talk Jerry Jeudy now for 15 consecutive minutes. Can you imagine that life?
I cannot. No, I don't. I don't think I could do it for the Gilmer. What was the hypothetical?
Oh, the Hearn. The
Hearn.
Hearn
Where you just have to
hypothetical.
talk Hearn sports. I couldn't even do it for the Browns. Just talk Browns all
The Browns,
day.
you have to live in Cleveland for 10 years. You are paid $1 million a year, but you cannot leave
and
the city that you're in.
And all
That's
day
the
is
Hearn,
Browns.
The Hearn hypothetical is you can only talk Hearn Hearn sports. You cannot even mention how Hearn sports reminds you of the Cowboys this past week. You just have to talk about Hearn sports as Hearn sports are. But you make $1 million a year. You sign a 10-year deal, and you can never leave the city of Hearn for that 10 years. How old are you? 40? 39?
Yeah, 40, yeah.
You can leave Hearn when you're 50 years old.
That sounds awful.
No taxes on the money either.
I don't think I would do it.
You live in the biggest house in Hearn, which really is probably half the size of this this place we're at now. We're about to do picks with Sirois. We're going to have this brought to us by Community Mechanical.
Community Mechanical, Dan. What's the website there?
CommunityDFW.com.
CommunityDFW.com. You know the whole deal. They'll replace your AC. They'll do preventative maintenance.
I'd like to give the phone number because Travis will answer that. Even if you text it, sorry, to add this. 469-667-7290. They're the best.
They are the best. And Blake, I got a new AI jingle maker thing. So I think for our whole spot for community today, we're just going to listen to these and see what this is.
Let's bring in Danny.
For heat, no air, community is there. Don't be afraid, most of the guys are okay.
All right, hold on. What's this one?
For heating or air, community is there. Most other guys are okay. Don't be afraid, community mechanical.
I don't like that one. Most other guys are okay. I don't even want to acknowledge that. No.
Most of their guys are okay.
Oh, most of their guys. Oh, okay. I don't know.
Is your furnace?
Okay, hold on. Let's see what this one is.
For heat and no air, community is there. Don't be afraid, most of the guys are okay.
Most of the guys are okay.
I like that at the end.
That's a nice little
As just
sting.
a stinger.
That chick's hot.
CommunityDFW.com. She is. I downloaded the image. All right, what's up, boys? Let's do some picks.
Oh, yes. Joining us now, Cirque Du Sirois. Oh, let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is time for DeeZ Picks.
That is right. The Sirois twins. Oh, excuse me. I thought that was this. The Sirois twins. One is fraternal. That's Danny. Join us every week to do picks, NFL picks. The Sirois, of course, can be this Cirque du Sirois is on YouTube. When is your program this week?
It was just last night. We're just doing Tuesday this week. We're not going
Just
to be doing a
Tuesday.
live show on Thanksgiving evening. We thought that not a good idea for us or the viewers. So one and done. That's just working one day this week. And then today with you guys. So I guess working 2 days.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think last week we didn't talk about it much on the air, but because of scheduling issues and whatnot and things we have coming up on the show, picks actually ended right before last week's show. So nothing that happened last week counts. And the season is actually over. I'm not sure if you guys saw this.
I don't know about that.
That's fortunate for you. Week 12, we just cut it off, huh?
Well, yeah, a dozen. That's kind of what we're known for.
Oh, yeah, I know you guys like numerology.
Right, we're known for that. Last week was... So Shoddy says he's humbled. I will humbly say that I'm a great coach and that guys respond to me, and going with my gut is usually the best way. That's what Shoddy would say. I don't think Shoddy understands what humbling is. I'm looking right here at humbling. My picks. My picks, we pick 10 games every week. Actually 7, and then we have a triple play. I went 0-10. Yeah. Has anyone done that? Did you go 0-10 this year?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Okay. I know you hit a 1-9.
I've done that.
I know Jake hit a 10-0.
I think I had a 2-8, but I think that's as bad as I got.
But I am, in my defense, I want to say it's hard to go 0-10 as it is to go 10-0. I would believe
it's as hard to get back from down 21-0 as it is easy to get down. Right, like the Cowboys just flipped the script last week, 21-21. Add them, you're fine. Just flip it.
That's all I have to do?
That's what they did.
Is just flip it?
Listen to Jake.
Okay. Jake is the Shoddy of the show. Very positive. Maybe the Dak. You want to be the Dak of the show? What would you rather be? You can only choose one of those two guys.
I want to.
Because the other guys, no one else is on the sideline walking up and telling people anything.
Yeah, I'll be Dak.
Okay.
I'll be Dak. He knows dude perfect.
So who is your Danny? Am I Trayvon Diggs? What am I? Like,
got beat up by your girlfriend?
Am I CeeDee Lamb? Because he's got multiple girlfriends, so if he gets beat up by one, he could just grab the other phone. Right?
Blake, do you hear Danny?
No, I'm texting him.
Uh-oh. Danny is apparently talking.
We hear Danny in our ears. Yes, I hear you, Danny.
We have so much Danny here.
Saying
and
some
you have no
important
Danny
things.
there.
Danny is living life large because I think it was the week prior he won a triple play just because of our rules that we have. A push equals a win. And then this week he takes the Jets plus 13.5 against the Ravens.
Genius.
And the Jets lost by 13. And so he got that half point.
The hook.
It's called a cover.
It is called a cover. It doesn't matter, right?
It's a win.
If you cover by 20 or if you cover by 0.5. Yeah, so let me just take a look at the standings. 0-10 will not help you in the standings.
No.
How did that feel? Did you feel it happening while it was happening? And
Well, so of course Saturday happened, and you can always talk yourself into, you know what? I never watched college football. I don't know anything about college football, and
I'm a pro guy.
I'm more of an NFL guy for sure, and I usually get it back on Sunday, and I'd like to be 1-2, but you know what's the difference? 0-3, 1-2. It's not that big of a deal. We'll get that triple play. We'll be right back in things, and everything's going to be fine. Then, yes, as the day unfolded on Sunday, and I see the Browns just destroying the Raiders. Kansas City had their problems as they were down like 17 at one point in that. I mean, everything. And then I had the very odd feeling as I'm watching the Cowboy game. We were doing the live stream. Jake has his triple play on the Cowboy game. So I kind of, as a team, we need those 3 games. But I had picked the Eagles. And as a person who doesn't want to be embarrassed nationally, like I am, here on YouTube, internationally, as a matter of fact, I was actually feeling happy. Yep. You know what? I know the team's going to be losing, but I think at least I'm going to have one win. And,
right, and I snatched that from you.
Right, and then you snatched that from me.
That is a dirty game when you're cheering. It's worse for your team, but you're like, come on, I just need a little help in the win column here. Our team we're pretty good at cheering for what's best for the greater good on Team Sirois, I think.
Cirque is selfless.
At least outwardly.
I had to drop out. You guys went 0-10 and still picked up a game. Did you mention that?
Well, I went 0-10, yes, and the rest of the team.
One of you went 0-10 and still picked up a game on us because we were 3 back and now 4.
Yes, well, thanks to Blake's 9-1.
Yeah, 9-1, dude.
It's big.
Good job, Blake.
Blake Jones, everyone.
Yeah.
Hey, better late than never.
Okay.
That mustache knows how to pick games for sure.
Yep.
Blake sees a lot of football, guys.
And I realized I couldn't do the mustache for Brandon this week because we've been filming stuff, and we have another. We're filming stuff for our December 22nd show.
Scorsese.
Well, I can't look out of sequence, can I?
Continuity issue.
Don't you think there would be a major continuity issue?
Yeah, man.
I am Scorsese-ish.
You are. It's just, The Godfather. We got to find the exact table skirt.
Anyway, here's the standings. Jake Kemp remains on top by a lot. He's ahead of Mike Sirois by 8 games. 67 wins this year. How many have we picked so far?
Probably 130, I'd
110,
bet, right?
120.
120.
You have 67 wins. And you're the only guy who is over 50% among the 6 of us. Mike Sirois has 59 wins. Danny now with 56 with his incredible charge. Blake with 55. The 9-1 week will vault you up to 4th place. Cash, who has been comfortably in last place throughout the season, now is pretty comfortably in 5th place.
Sniffing around.
He is 54 wins. And if you remember how many wins I had last week,
just copy-paste. Little retweet.
The same amount of wins, 51 wins. A drop from 3rd to 6th. Confidence is shot. Think CD on the sideline.
Oh, yeah, he's flopping around, looking at his hands.
This is me right now. I'm going to point at Dak because it's not my you. Why don't you put the ball over here? Son, I got a bad quarterback.
Yeah.
I got this a-hole frickin' Pickens taking my good balls that I'm supposed to get. So
Dan's staring at his MyBookie app like it's his fault.
this is unbelievable. Cowboy games, I'm 2-9. Anyway, so yes, as a team though, the good guys still lead this thing by 4 games. We have 173 wins this year, and Cirque has 169, which is nice.
Hey now.
Yeah. Any other thoughts you guys have on the NFL or picks or anything?
Well, I thought this was the week we were definitely finally settling the format and payoff.
Okay, well, that'll be right when we get back. We got a lot of time to think about that. We have a long Thanksgiving break.
Drive home today.
A long drive
It's
home.
never changed.
A long drive down to Austin.
Down Austin way with Mike Soroy, who will be joining us at Kane and Abel's on Friday.
That's right. There. Kind of an odd situation where Mike said, I don't want to drive to a half hour north of Dallas to do a show with you for some guys who built a whole party around me. They made cups with Mike Soroy's face on it.
Still need to get you a cup.
Scheduled us to be there, and then Mike bailed the night before. Yet he is going to Austin with us.
I mean,
all the way down, 3+ hour drive.
What don't you get?
Yeah,
It was over an hour, by the way, to that remote, which I learned the night before.
So he can go down to Austin, go to the game, party, stay for free, make a whole 24-hour run out of it, or
I don't get it. Mike, how you feeling? You're pretty sick last week.
I'm still sick.
Yeah,
dude.
you don't look good.
Oh, I thought
I'm at like 12 days of being congested and coughing shit up. I was Googling like how many days until I should contact my doctor and find out what the hell's going on.
Like you have a doctor.
I do have a doctor. Team Cirque all has the same doctor, the great Dr.
That's right.
Monique Agarwal. And I recommend
Best
him
of the
anyway.
best.
Say that last name again.
Agarwal.
I think you're in good hands.
Okay, something's going on with Mikey's lighting that it looks like he just returned from a minstrel party in like the 20s.
Yeah,
minstrel.
Yeah, MIN.
We're going down to Texas to sing the Longhorn song.
He's gonna do it in costume.
You're gonna do it in blackface.
I'm sure it's just the lighting.
It's the lighting, yeah. It's funny. If you get in the right position, I'm like, whoa.
Paul Mooney.
Bold move. There's
Jake,
a history there. I'm just saying.
If you would, Jake, after you're done with the show today, call me to help sort out the ticket situation for Texas versus Texas A&M this Friday.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna tease something for the listeners. There's about a 50% chance we're gonna have 2 tickets to give away to the game.
Whoa! Go to this.
So, but first priority will be people
Join us at Kane and Abel's.
Kane and Abel's.
Kane and Abel's, thanks to Lone Star Beer, we'll be down there. Not tomorrow.
We may have a surplus, and I can't get my money back, so I'm just gonna give them to thine people.
Hell yeah. Well, call me after to help sort it out.
Got it. You want to get going, Dan?
Yeah, let's get going. So we do picks in order of first to worst. So I have some time to think.
Peruse.
To reevaluate things. Yeah.
Capping.
And in first place, as always, must get tiring. Jake Kemp.
I really want to stay away from the Soroy trap of, hey, I'm going to this game. Somehow that means it'll probably go the way I want it to. But I also don't want to be at a game where I need A&M to win for my benefit. Like, I don't want to be there rooting for A&M because I think A&M's about to beat the brakes off of Texas. And Texas is only getting 2.5. So I would love to make that the play, but I'm not.
Yes, here on the air, we like to make our Cowboy pick and our triple play. So
yeah, correct. A couple things on Thanksgiving. The favorites dominate Thanksgiving since 2004. We got a 51-9 straight up record and 40-20 against the spread.
Wow.
Favorites of 7 points or more on Thanksgiving. 30-5 straight up. 25-10 against the spread. That's since 1990. Favorites in night games on Thanksgiving, 14-4 against the spread since they went to the 3-game format. So as much as I'd love to triple play A&M because I think they're going to blow out the Longhorns, as much as I'd love to triple play the Cowboys because I think they're going to edge out Kansas City, my triple play is Baltimore on Thanksgiving night. I believe laying 7 to Burrow and the Bengals in his return to full-time action.
At Baltimore?
Yeah. So my triple play, there it is. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think I had a song ready.
Triple play.
It's going to echo.
Oh, then never mind. Damn it.
You can't play an echo song?
I'll play it next.
Play the echo song. Let's hear it.
Just play it.
Let's hear it echo.
All right, sports fans, listen up. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. So crank some hog with us. It's time for Jake's triple play.
All right, you're supposed to do that before.
I know, I forgot about it.
Now
but
turn it off.
I know. I was also thinking I was dead on audio, but
I like the echo. I think
it worked on a stadium effect for that one.
Yeah.
Most audio it'll be. But yeah, crank some hog with the Ravens -7.
Okay, maybe Beth will cut that off for us. And then we'll have an echo version. Up next would be Mike Soroy. So wait,
I
you
got
do
the
the Cowboys?
Yeah, I'll take the Cowboys, but
okay.
I don't want to. Whoa, don't want to lay it all there.
Mikey.
Most of my models show.
I love this. I love that bit. I've been wanting to incorporate this into my game. The fact that you're doing it now is great.
You can have it. Are showing the Cowboys +3 being a nice play. And I rarely do this, but I'm going against my models.
Whoa.
I still think the Chiefs are good. I think they have a couple losses at the Bills and at the Ravens, which are pretty good teams still. And they just beat Indy. I think we're just in this perfect storm of, holy shit, Cowboys are back. Defense is fixed. Let's go stomp their ass. And then who knows what our playoff seed is going to be. And I really think the Chiefs kind of thump them. I kind of think a double-digit win. And I am taking the Kansas City Chiefs -3 points on Thanksgiving Day. Mainly because it's hurt so bad and it feels like it's a stupid play, but I love that.
It also seems, I think this is like if the Cowboys were going to lose one of these games, this is the one they'd lose. Like they can afford to lose, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Non-conference.
Maybe. Yeah. The Chiefs haven't won here in 50 years. I know they never play here. And this is Mahomes' first ever game at AT&T.
Wow.
Yeah. But you're right. Cowboys are really good on Thanksgiving. I think it's 3 straight wins of like averaging 17-point victories. They're kind of whooping people's ass lately, but I'm taking the Chiefs. Triple play. We have, you mentioned it, Jay, Texas A&M football, undefeated. Earlier this year, I went down to Duke, and I put a triple play because I figured I have boots on the field, sneakers in the grass, and it didn't work for me. And I'm going to have that exact same opportunity on Friday. I think we're going to be on the sidelines for part of it.
Ooh.
And I am not scared at all to take, as a triple play, the Texas Longhorns.
There we go.
+2.5 points.
I love it.
What?
Good.
I'm not going 0 for 2. Longhorns are Jekyll and Hyde as hell. I think the good.
We're trying to win here.
Well, we'll get to your picks here in a few minutes, Kat.
on the other side of a break.
after 2 more spots. Also, I don't think A&M, as good as they are, I don't think they've played any of the better SEC teams. I mean, that Notre Dame win is good, but honestly, the SEC wins they have are against the bottom of the barrel. The Texas SEC losses are against pretty legit good SEC teams. Triple play, Texas, +2.5. Let's hook them. Let's hook them.
I can make you feel bad about your pick by saying I kind of like that. Just because Aggie, they're in the playoffs no matter what, right? Obviously, maybe revenge for last year. I don't know. It's a tough one, but it does seem like
A&M's ass last year.
It does seem like they might
Worse
not.
than score.
They could actually be looking ahead, even though it's Texas.
Yeah, it's just about the lack of faith in Arch for me.
Yeah,
I don't want to have to bet on Arch.
He's very up and down. All right, Mike Soroy has triple play, or has that. Who's up next? Danny.
Fast riser.
I'm going to follow.
Danny can't miss this this year.
I'm going to follow the modern day Al Jolson through the gates of hell, and I as well am going to pick the Chiefs in this game to beat the Cowboys by more than they're favored. And I'm going head-to-head against Jake. I'm betting on Burrow Magic to keep this thing within 7 on
Wow,
Sunday.
okay. Let's do it.
That's my triple.
Wow.
Get it out of the way right here.
Yeah.
Oh
Right.
God!
Finally,
Yeah.
get some juice.
This is when the tables turn.
One
Right,
way or the
Cash?
other. This is separation. I
You're
feel like
from
this
Unity.
is a little bit of moving day.
I swear I had these already picked before I even knew what you were going to pick, Jake.
That's great. 6 games.
Ooh.
6 games.
Swing time, baby.
God, it is moving day.
Thanksgiving night. Wow.
Blake Jones.
Hey.
All the way up to 4th place. How's
air,
it feel?
Air up here is pretty nice, pretty crisp. So, Mike, remind me, the ranked visitor playing the unranked home team getting points. What does your model say about that?
My models are home unranked favorite versus ranked team.
And that's 0-2 this year, right?
No,
It doesn't work.
my plays it's a
Okay.
but it's a winner overall.
Because I'm seeing Houston and Baylor. Baylor getting or minus 2.5 at home. I don't think that's great.
Boy, don't, yeah.
However, I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole, so I'm going to do this.
Bingo.
Grandpa.
If there's anyone in college football that'll get their butt a little hurt over a loss, it's Ryan Day. I think he's a little mad that Michigan came into the horseshoe last year and beat them and put their flag at midfield. So he is going to kick the shit out of Michigan and run up the score, tripling play the Buckeyes.
Did your model have, if you can take a rivalry game where you have to cover 10, do it? This is insane.
On the road?
What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
There's no way.
I'm marking this tape to play back for next week and then give me the Chiefs, please.
And the Chiefs?
And the Chiefs. Wow. That's a lot of points.
All right, certainly I must be going by now. Oh, no, apparently not. Cash Sirois is up now. Cash Sirois.
After a quick TV timeout, we'll get to...
I had one game and one game that I had no feeling for. And the game I had no feeling for is the Chiefs at Cowboys. And so I'm going to just disagree with my team and agree with Jake, and I'm taking Cowboys +3. I like points. I have a triple game that I love that I told the guys about, but with Dan behind me, I can't release this gold information out into the world, and if he won with it, I would never be able to live with myself.
Wow.
So I can't give you that
like I
information.
take your second place thing. Now all of a sudden,
That's right.
We're all looking at Cash
What
Sirois
Rhode
as
Island-
brilliant
Awesome.
game
Rhode
picker.
Island directional school are you going with this week?
Dude,
Right.
this is just... The
You'll have
Sirois
a
just
chance to
love
pick here in a second.
magic. Like, he thinks he's doing a little sleight of hand thing on you.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Instead, I'm going with a team that is going to work this week to finish the job. The West Virginia Mountaineers have had themselves a tough year. Tons of injuries. And they lost their starting running back. I'm a huge fan of Rich Rod and West Virginia in general, Clarksburg till I die. But Tech is playing to cement their spot in the Big 12 championship game, and they want sexy points in case there's a fight for that first-round bye. Get them there up their guns and wreck them.
What?
Hard to
Texas
play up there,
Tech.
man. 11 a.m. kick.
Get
It's
'em
really
Texas
tough.
Tech.
Their guns.
Minus 23.5.
A lot of points.
They're going to stomp them.
It's a fun play.
Wreck them. Wreck them.
Cash is an expert on West Virginia. He used to work up there. His first job in media, where he commanded a salary of $12,500 annually.
No.
We all started somewhere.
That's true.
It was 14.5, and then I got the raise to sports director, and I got 16.
Damn.
That's a TV guy?
Yeah.
$16,000 TV? Because I did have a $12,000 a year radio job up there somewhere.
Yeah. TV money, bro.
Southern Ohio.
It's like 9 people
And a
in
free
West
apartment.
Virginia with a TV, though.
I got $1,000 a month plus a free apartment.
Oh, you got a free apartment?
Yeah, but that's where the radio
Damn.
station was too. Like, so people would. It was my office.
God, just
You're
so
a good
much.
negotiator.
Kind of like now.
Poon in there, yeah.
The place I live now is.
You made it.
There was a slight amount of poon and pot going on above the sewing shop.
The sewing shop.
In downtown
God, I would have
McConnellsville.
watched that sitcom, man. I really would have.
Because it was for a Marietta radio station. It was a satellite to it. But we would do our own. So they would air the same music as Marietta in McConnellsville, but when they took a news break in the morning, it would be me delivering the 5-minute news for just McConnellsville, and we would go over to the WJAW Weather Center, which was a thermometer on the outside of my bedroom window. And according to the WJAW Weather Center, it is 56 degrees in McConnellsville and a slight drizzle, if the window is a little wet.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So now we're to me. I have to make a pick.
Down to you.
All that's left.
I am 2-9 picking Cowboy games. 2-9. Everyone else is within one of 500, 6-5 or 5-6. I am 2-9. So I'm sorry, Cowboy fans, or excuse me, congratulations, Cowboy fans. I picked the Chiefs for Thursday.
I'm kind of glad you are, right? Because we're weighted down by my confidence pick every week. So we need somebody. I don't think they're going to win.
Okay, I feel like you're sandbagging there, but I probably shouldn't, because if you thought they were going to win, you'd triple play it.
Right.
You do. And throughout this year, I've done a variety of bits. I've done some deep analytics, and nothing's working for me, right? When I'm telling you about Tomlin as a dog at home, which he is against the Bills this week, 4-point underdog, although I do like the Bills after a loss, too. There's some analytics there as well.
There are some analytics there.
Excuse me?
I see them.
Yeah,
there
look
are
at
some
him.
analytics there. Yeah,
look at him sitting right there.
He's tried
Think
shirts.
I've tried wearing different shirts. I mean, I've tried just about everything. But I was listening to this week. This was a quarterback who said this.
So a lot of people want to see me fail, and
Oh, no.
it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen.
That's right.
It's not going to happen. And then I took the temperature of a fan base who's going to get their team at home this week, and just to see is there are they sedate? Are they excited about it? Let me just check in with the fan base.
Kenny, Super Bowl, Super Browns, yeah! Audio
I bet that's what
courtesy
they.
UH Browns Radio
You
Network.
gotta get the audio credit in.
To get festive in downtown Cleveland, baby!
Dude, what are you doing?
Is that what the muser sounded like on Monday?
The Cleveland Browns
You
are
mentioned-
getting 5.5 points at home
What
against
the
the
heck?
49ers, who played Sunday night. They're on a short week, and they have to play Myles Garrett at home. Give me the Browns, Super Browns.
Yeah.
I love you, Dan.
There's no chance that Robert Saleh and the 49ers defense will have a little something for Shedeur Sanders. I know they're banged up, but man.
Stefanski, bro.
I don't know how this is only 5.5. Right? The 49ers are good.
It's kind of weird.
Peace be with you.
Play it again.
Triple play.
Triple play. I think everybody has the potential to go 0-10 this week.
Yeah.
Not me, boys.
Based on what I've just seen.
Well, by the time
we are back.
By the time we do a Dumb Zone on Friday with Mike Soroy, we will have some answers to these questions.
That's right. That's right.
That's
Friday
right.
in Austin.
Well, thank you, Cirque Du Sirois.
Hey, thank you.
for having
And
us.
Dan, this is a POV for you.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Gross.
All right. Cash POV. Or
in the
Dan
cold
POV with Cash.
Just for you, buddy.
All right. Thanks, man. That all reminds me that we have to do viewer mail. And when I think about viewer mail, I think a lot about fairlease.org. We all know about fairlease.org. You can lease a vehicle wherever you are right now if you're sitting at home. Just go online, fairlease.org. Make sure that you pull down the drop-down menu thing. Where did you hear about us? The Dumb Zone. They have helped out tons of people, and they have helped out businesses as well, like Community Mechanical. They have leased their fleet of vehicles from Fairlease. Fairlease's deal was so good, they bought them out of their D&M leasing deal. Do we have anything else with Fairlease?
No, I think that about does it, other than fairlease.org. Well, it was the hope, but we have an audio situation here.
Oh.
So we're going to go to fairlease.org. We're going to click Request a Quote, then select the Dumb Zone on the How Did You Hear About Us page. Like Dan said, whether you're in the commercial fleet situation or you're just looking to upgrade. And look, the offer is there. If you get a vehicle from Fairlease between now and Christmas, somehow, some way, we'll get you a magnet.
Oh,
with a big
red bow, yeah.
Well, you can plop it right there on the top. Fairlease.org.
Or if you want to be funny, we'll get you a tiny red bow. We'll set it right up there.
Either way, the bow's on. Yes, it would. Fairlease.org for the holidays.
Yeah. Let's see here.
The holidays are approaching.
All right.
Oh yeah, wait a minute, Uncle Hotmail. Hey,
BracketDan at hotmail.com. They save all your emails. It's amazing. The company that started it all continues to innovate.
Yep. I heard that in their quarterly earnings call the other day. I got a couple anchor words. What else are we hawking?
What do you mean? Oh, hawking. Wait. What goes with that?
Loogies?
Hawking loogies?
Ball hawking? Deal hawking?
No, but that's different, though.
Hawking is...
Spitting.
Is it H-O-C-K? Is hawking a loogie?
Yeah, H-O-C-K.
Ball
hawking is like acting as a hawk. I would say the
Does a
only other
hawk-
one I could think of is like people would say, oh, he's hawking his wares. But I think that would also be a WK. Like selling something. I think we're only hawking loogies, and I don't think you're ever wishing somebody bad riddance.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Especially around these holiday times. Maybe mix it up and tell somebody bad riddance.
I got a couple of those.
I do
How about...
too.
Oh, go ahead.
Let's see. Last ditch.
Effort.
Yeah, that from Rodeo. Ryan sends in, it's only a large swath of time.
Nobody's ever hitting tiny swaths.
Yeah.
Could you come over to the... Yeah.
It's just a tiny swath of time. And then to be reckoned with. Reckoned, I guess, would be the anchor.
Yeah. That one's not bad.
That from Jess, who I think, unfortunately, is a dude.
Sorry about that.
What about cordoned off? Like, do you cordon something else in a different way?
I don't even know what that word means. Separate? Cordoned off. Yeah, that's a good one.
We have respects that you only pay them. Does that count? Respects.
I can't think of another time when you would pluralize the word respect other than pay my respects. This is the educational portion of the program.
Cole, who gave us the cordon off, says, P.S. keep hitting that squish mitten. Kind of like that. And Blake, who did the respects one, also adds a Roseanne Barr submission. Sonny Dykes.
No. Denied.
Why?
Doesn't look like a Roseanne.
Man, I think there's something.
He's
there's
on his
definitely
way.
something to that. He's got a face that just kind of juts out at you. And he also always looks upset.
Couple more tough seasons away from
Damn
full.
refs are not calling it fair.
Boy, couple more? I don't know how many more. Speaking of college football, we did the segment recently on A Big Mess in Texas, the book about the 1952 Dallas Texans. Interviewed the author, and the fascinating part of the book, I guess why he wrote it, is it doesn't really make sense that pro football failed in Texas. You think about high school football was super popular, college football was super popular. 12, 15 years later, the Cowboys would become very popular, but it failed. And spoiler, a big part of the reason it failed was because Dallas was still super racist. Early 50s, they had Klan Day at the fair, and 70,000 people would get free tickets by wearing Klan gear. So they played at the Cotton Bowl, the Dallas Texans did, and they had some black players. And this didn't work. right? It was a big problem. The white business leaders in Dallas didn't want him there. They promised to integrate the seating at the Cotton Bowl. Obviously, that didn't happen. Listener Mark emails in. This is one of those that's been right in front of your face the whole time. But he said, loving your conversation with the author. Maybe this is obvious to most people. I'm a dummy. But I just had an OMG moment where I realized that it is called the Cotton Bowl. There's no commodity more tinged with racism in the history of the world. I always thought of it as another antiquated industry that people in the area take pride in, like the Sugar Bowl, the Orange Bowl, the Rose Bowl. But the fact that Jim Crow Dallas decided to name their annual game and the stadium after cotton is just too on the nose for the city at the time. Anyways, yeah, the Dallas Whites were subtweeting and celebrating racial superiority, but I guess they got away with that, huh?
Yeah, kind of did.
It is weird. I mean, they were the reason the Texans failed was because of what took place at the Cotton Bowl, and you're like, how did this happen? Well, the building was kind of named as an homage to the slave trade, so maybe we could have seen that one coming.
Got a follow-up from Harry on the TV show I haven't watched yet called Death by Lightning.
Yeah, the James Monroe, right? Or who is it?
Is it Garfield?
Garfield.
He says, I second the recommendation to watch this show. It'll appeal to you for the following reasons. 1, it's about President Garfield, who is from Ohio. 2, it is only 4 episodes. I watched it all in one evening. And 3, Tom Wamsgams from Succession plays the eventual assassin, and he's fantastic in it.
Spoiler.
That's a good
pitch
for me. Yeah, I love Tom Wamsgans. I'd like to see him in something else. Let's see. And then he says, most importantly, you have asked several times if the current state of U.S. politics is the craziest it has ever been. In my opinion, the answer is a resounding no. Late 1800s was the most insane political era in this country because the senators were basically the closest thing to rock stars that existed at the time. Because there was no income tax yet, states that controlled the imports, specifically New York, basically controlled all of the federal government's revenue, and they openly bribed, cheated, stole, and schemed to stay in power. The show does a fantastic job of showing what D.C. was like during that time. The acting is great. Punt only when the situation merits. From Harry.
Yeah, I'm interested in it.
It's on my list.
And I think that's probably true. It's hard to pin down the craziest time or whatever. Certainly people bring up the duel. People bring up political violence. I think a big part of the difference is, like, nobody knew what was going on. You know what I mean? Like, especially compared to now, where you go to a gas station out in the middle of nowhere like we're here, that person has the same news you do. Whereas, like, back then, you know, you might not have known how crazy things were. You just kind of had your life.
Mm-hmm.
I got an email from a guy who was asking me for a piece of audio. He was actually looking for the Give It All Back audio.
Give It All Back. Dr.
Laura and fake Line 4 guy after Terry Schiavo's death.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent it to him, and he was like, hey, yeah, I think I just need it for some stuff I'm putting together for this fantasy league I'm in. The fantasy league is called the Everlasting Prison Pool. And it looks like, based on the detail of the format that was sent to me, that these are probably lawyers. But here's how it works. The majority pot, there's a draft, is awarded to the first manager whose roster player is actually sentenced to prison. And the secondary pot awarded to the manager with the most accumulated points the moment that pot is won. So here's how this works. Each team drafts 7 current NBA or NFL players and 1 wild card player. You get a roster size of 8. And the point system, Tier 1, you get 5 points for minor infractions like a team fine, league fine, benching for conduct detrimental to the team. Tier 2 is medium level, things like arrested or cited for small crimes, unexpected sudden release by the team due to misconduct, civil lawsuit. We keep going up to gambling scandals. Tier 4, serious infractions, assault, battery, sex crimes, and then Tier 5, player dies.
Oh, my.
If any rostered NBA or NFL player is sentenced to prison time, their owner is declared the winner. So in that moment, if you've got somebody who gets an actual prison sentence, the league is over.
And then you redraft.
That's difficult to do within 1 year, though.
Yeah, I don't.
You're not going to get busted for something right now. Does it have to be within each season they do this? Or do they draft it and it lasts for 5 years?
I think they're having like a transfer period throughout the year, where they can do like swaps on the roster. But I guess it's basically a keeper league.
Okay, good. Because that would be tough just to say I'm drafting this guy and hopefully he'll not only get in trouble this year, but then go to prison the same year.
Right, in prison, that's the ultimate.
Yeah.
I mean, probably you're just dealing with charges, suspensions, fines, news
Like, I wonder if you
stories.
keep them, like, even when they're retired, because that'll happen sometimes.
Sure. Yeah, especially if they, were a hothead as a player. Maybe you got a guy coming into the league early and you spot some young talent. You think that guy's probably...
But it would be up to you. Like, do I want to release Richie Incognito right now, or do I just keep him on the roster even though he's not
Ride
in the
the
league?
asset.
Yeah.
That was from Sean, the everlasting prison pool.
Got a really long email from a listener who seems to identify as black. His name is Brian. And a lot of it's about Nico.
Yeah.
Nico and Luka. And like I said, it's really long, so I don't think I have to I can't even read all of this. He does say within this, and he's just talking about, because I think we did bring up, is there some kind of a racial component here as well with Nico and Luka? He says, forgive me, I know I'm treading lightly here, but there's zero chance that a black star player's petulance would be as forgivable. The pouting, the technicals, giving up and fouling out in an NBA Finals game, those things would be criticized much more harshly by some and less likely so by the Nico is a scapegoat contingent. Luka, for all his positives, and we're talking about a guy who absolutely ends up as a top 10 player ever. So maybe there's a level of who gives an F here. He was a lot to deal with from an optics perspective. So that's one thread of this that I wanted to throw out there.
Yeah, and that's probably a blind spot for me. I don't know. I don't think I see it that way, but I don't see it that way. This guy does, because he sees it from a different perspective, where he's probably seen a young black player get put in his place for acting this way or that way more. I mean, I never really was critical of Luka's bullshit. And I knew it was there, and I had quickly just been like, yeah, that's part of the dinner. Doesn't mean it was good, though. So maybe there is a feeling that, this never came up with Dirk, where you're like, you're giving a white player a pass that you wouldn't give a black player. But with Luka, maybe it was a thing.
Yeah, and some of what you love about Luka...
And if you were a black guy, you probably would feel that way.
Yeah, I wonder. It's just because I think Luka's so unique. Like, Tim Duncan used to cry and everything, and we hated Tim Duncan, but he wasn't here. He wasn't ours.
Right.
And maybe he wasn't getting his team in that much trouble either. It's just that Luka, his crying and stuff, is kind of like to the level of who's like the trailblazer that was always getting teased and then
Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah, like it's at that level, yet he's also a player that's like Magic Johnson. So we've never seen that before, right? Like that he's actually really good too. He's also the biggest whiner on the court. Because that actually really good part, like winning all those games and just being the reason that everything happens, does go a long way. And then he says, finally, the part I want to focus on, and the part many of my black peers are focusing on, is that Nico has gotten a lot of smoke for the same kind of shit Jerry's been doing for decades. And he says, is there anything Jerry could do that would elicit this much I'm done with this team type of apathy from you guys or the fans as a whole? They doubled down on the dumbass Micah trade. They paid Bland, who was only good because they already had two guys because they had Micah. Then they tripled down on it by overpaying Quinn and Williams when they already have two guys at the same position making $20 million. effed up the DAC negotiations twice, effed up the CD negotiations, everything with Zeke. He's 100% going to bungle the Pickens situation. I get it that Luka is the level of talent the Cowboys don't have, but he's also playing a sport that will never be as popular. My point here is that for people who want to talk about the racial component, looking at the contrast from how Nico is treated to the, look at this old guy treatment that we give Jerry is interesting.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point, but I think the outlier is not Nico, it's Jerry. Jerry is the outlier that we both constantly criticize and probably don't criticize enough because it's immovable. There's no change that can happen, right? He owns the team. He said he's never going to let anybody else make the choices. He can't be removed. Whereas I think Nico is being treated exactly like any other GM in a normal circumstance, black or white. Like, I think if it were Dennis Lindsey, I think if it were, Terry Fontenot, the Falcons GM, black guy, it wouldn't matter. I think that the unique one there is Jerry.
See, I wonder, though, it's just hard to compare the sports and how much one player can mean to a sport and then how much that one player even was so much better than all the other players. Like, it would kind of be like if you had Mahomes and he had maybe not yet won anything, but then traded Mahomes when he said he wanted to build his forever home here. I don't know.
But also the reason people were mad and the reason that there is the giving credence to the racial component of it is because it was personal. And now that's when you may bring up like Micah and Jerry because that was personal. But Micah was only able to get personal because it was Micah, not Dak. I mean, Jerry straight up said that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have a pretty good idea which one of these guys I need to make sure I stay on the same page with more. It's that one. And that's what he did. So that's where people start to think in terms of the racial element of it is because it was personal. And he made it personal. So I think he's being treated the same as anybody else. It's Jerry that's being treated differently.
I have one more
He's kind of a one of one.
This is one more, but it's a little confusing to me. Because it's signed by a lady.
By the way, can I read that guy's tag? Because you didn't. I thought it was really good.
Sure.
He's going through the whole thing, and he just said, the fact that we, looking at the contrast from how Nico was treated to the look at this old guy treatment we give Jerry is interesting, which, to sum it up, is probably progress in and of itself. Perhaps MLK died for a world where black guys get to ruin our favorite teams too. That's the dream.
Yeah. It's great.
All right, sorry.
See what happens when we give all that power to a black guy?
Yeah. Let women vote.
Of course, Jerry's done it too, so I guess that. Yeah, women, what are they doing? How the Colts have been playing.
Hell yeah.
All right, I actually have two more.
I have one more too.
Okay, one is that Brandon Nimmo will love being here.
Yeah.
No gay pride night. He was, I guess he wouldn't wear a BLM shirt.
Which
back in the day.
He's a baseball player.
A lot of anti-mask stuff. But he says, this guy Ian, who says there's also an unsubstantiated report that he requested a trade right after Mamdani won the mayoral race.
And I would like to believe
yes.
that. I would like to believe that. And also that Marcus Simeon is just down for the cause. He's one of the boys and was like, if I could get up there, you got to get me up there after Mamdani's win.
Yeah, that's true. And this one is a little confusing because it appears to be from a lady named Daisy. And her subject line is, did I miss out on a threesome?
Hey, now.
Everybody around here is like, oh, wait, now I'll pay attention to the show. She said, I have a question for you. After my divorce, I kept in touch with one of my next-door neighbors for a while. I had always enjoyed hanging out with them. Our kids liked each other, just great neighbors. The wife and I, so I think she's talking about the wife of the other late family.
Right, the neighbor wife.
Had birthdays close together. Many times we exchanged small gifts. On my next birthday following my divorce, she dropped off a gift. it was a bottle of something called Ménage à Trois red wine.
Hey, now.
Yeah.
I noticed the label, but I didn't give it much thought. Not a big wine drinker, but I tended to enjoy it at some point. Now it's years later. I've moved twice, and I looked at the bottle recently, and I thought, were they trying to tell me something? My neighbors. Why else would you gift that?
Yeah.
We've kind of lost touch, so a missed opportunity perhaps, but mostly I want to know whether or not this is a code. That's from Daisy. Maybe after she heard us talking about the pineapple.
She fumbled. She fumbled the Ménage. She fumbled the Eiffel. I think one thing that's interesting to me about people who live, let's say, alternative lifestyles or have alternative interests, they all have to do little codes. Because they can't just come out and say, like, listen, brass tacks, my wife and I would like to have sex with you. That's very forward, and it's going to be weird if you say no now. So instead, we have to come up with little signals and codes so that if you're not interested, you can kind of just act like you didn't see it.
Well, it's just wine.
Right.
Yeah, it's just wine.
It's a common thing. We were friends for a long time. And, on her end, that's where the real question is. Does she pursue it? Like, let's say she was interested. Because then, like, you're in a situation where you tell these people, hey, what was that? What I thought it was? And they're like, you sick fuck. Our kids play together.
Right.
No, absolutely not, you deviant. You're lucky I don't let the PTA know. And that's where these things break down, I think.
Yeah, I would think people don't usually do that.
Follow up on it? Yeah.
No, I'd like to hear a story from somebody who, my neighbor thought I was giving them a code, but and I told them they were way off. Because it feels like if there's a code,
you're probably on the same wavelength.
If you got something called Ménage à Trois wine, that probably meant they wanted to do some stuff.
I have one from our good buddy Jameson, who turned me on to a scheme that I was not aware of that I've been utilizing recently. Because DoorDash will discount a lot of food at various places to get you on the delivery fees.
Go on.
Am I late to this?
It's not that you're late to it. I don't know if I was early to it, but I heard Jameson talking about this a couple months ago, like he had figured out how to write code or something.
He discovered fire.
And I'm like, dude, I've always done this.
Okay, well, I was new to it, and you can search by deals, and a lot of places by my house will run a deal. Like, hey, half off on this, 25% off on this. And when you go to do the delivery, that's where they get you. Then it ends up being more expensive than had you just gone and got it. Although they have a go and get it option. So I'm getting at least 25% off every time I go out to eat because I'm choosing the deals and just picking up the food myself.
It's half the price of getting it delivered sometimes, even without a deal, because the tip plus the delivery fee, convenience fee, whatever. I was talking about this during the stream the other day. There's a burger place by my house that does buy one, get one free burgers if you pick them up. And
you do two, take the bread off, now you got a double-decker.
And I've been doing it a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's like $9 for 2 burgers. If you just fire up the app and hit pickup, a whole new world of deals appear for you. A whole new world.
Yeah. So I wanted to share that with the audience. Thank you, Jameson. It has changed the way that I pick where I eat now.
You don't have to worry about getting shot.
Nope.
People been delivery drivers.
I know they snag fries on the way over. No more.
All right. There's viewer mail for the week. Let's take a break.
The Dumb Zone.
Oh, there it is, Mac. There it is.
I can't believe it's finally arrived.
Oh, my God. Thunder Gun Express, the unrated director's cut.
13 extra minutes of movie in this one.
And it's unrated. They were not able to rate it.
This is going to be the best Thanksgiving ever.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Thunder Gun, hoagies, and 4 extra seconds dedicated solely to the dong shot, buddy. That's what I'm thankful for.
So much better than a traditional Thanksgiving.
Yeah, dude. I hate Thanksgiving. What is that? What am I supposed to be thankful for, exactly? Who am I meant to be thanking, right?
I don't know. I've had to scratch and claw for everything I've got. If anything, I should be thanking myself.
You're listening to The Dumb Zone.
We got a new sponsor. Harry's razors. Man.
An upgrade, Dan.
I was so happy. No, I usually use, are we allowed to say like other things?
Put them on blast. Put them
like
on the Summer
Bic
Jam
or
screen.
something like that, or Gillette.
Gillette.
But it would always, when I use Harry's, because I'll shave my neck and, unlike you, I have to shave my head. It didn't yank at all. Like, it just felt like I was just kind of rubbing my hand over my skin, you know? It felt great. And I'm like, damn, this is what shaving can be? I'm not kidding. Like, it's got, how many different blades does it have? 3 blades? 4 blades? It's awesome. It's the most advanced razor ever, they say. And they also say still cheaper than the Gillette Fusion 5. So
call them out.
I'm saying. It was awesome. The head shave has never been better. Smooth.
They've got the razors. They've got everything you need. Grooming.
You want your head to be smooth as a baby's bottom?
This is not in the copy.
You got it, folks.
That's the best smelling shaving cream I've ever had in my life. Usually shaving cream, I don't know, why do they make it taste or smell like that old man?
You want your shaving cream to smell better than a baby's bottom?
Well,
you got it.
For a limited time, you can. With the Harry's Plus trial set, it's only $10. Harry's.com/dumbzone. That'll get you an all-new Harry's Plus razor, a refined 5-blade cartridge, 2 ounces of that foaming shave gel, a travel cover. Just go to Harry's.com/dumbzone to claim this offer. And after you purchase last year where you heard about them, please support our show. Tell them the Dumb Zone sent you. That's Harry's.com/dumbzone. Tell them to suck your bick.
Whoa.
Here's Jake with the Dumb Zone News.
This is a fun one I
Is
saw.
that in the copy?
No.
Oh, okay.
It is now.
This is a fun one that I saw on WFA last night. Everyone's Christmas decorations are up, unless they're just fully establishing the run. But definitely,
I'm ready to hit that switch.
Or they have boundaries.
Midnight tomorrow, after Thanksgiving.
Definitely
They will say
in
Merry
the
Christmas.
commercial space. Like, we went to Carol of Lights in downtown Grapevine Monday night, which is basically where they flipped the switch.
Is William D. Tate still there?
Like, he never left.
Wow.
Always right
Like,
there.
how old is he? I thought he was like 70 when I was doing I did the tree lighting one year with him there.
He's in his 80s, but he still does the whole bit.
Looking good?
Looks fine. Does now. A few years ago.
There's a road named after him. He's been mayor forever.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a smooth move.
It's awesome.
He a few years ago I was there, and they had a technical difficulty issue where, they tried to start playing the message that they had pre-recorded, and then somebody panicked and was like, it's not playing, and then they hit it a few more times, and it clearly was playing like 7 QuickTime files at once. And it was the mayor talking about Christmas in Grapevine, but they couldn't get it stopped. I say all that to say the other night was kind of boring just because I didn't witness
it went well.
a massive technical meltdown. But they've got all their stuff out. Sundance Square over in Fort Worth, they do a big one over there. And there was there was a story on WFA last night about how security cameras had caught a woman stealing an ornament from the tree in Sundance Square at about 1 o'clock in the morning over the weekend. And there's like a getaway driver. Like, the lady takes it, runs over to a car.
All right, well, she was drunk. They were in the car.
Well, when I saw this story last night, Cynthia was just announcing, like, hey, they don't want to press charges. Just bring back the ornament. Like, it was man on fire or something. Like, this is a kidnapping.
Do they have video, though?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I've seen the video they showed on WFA. And they made a story out of it. I mean, even the story, the brazen theft has left visitors and longtime residents stunned and disappointed.
Is this a Grinch-type situation? Are we feeling like she doesn't even like Christmas?
There's no update on the details. The only update is that it was returned. This morning.
It worked.
Yeah.
The guilt.
Yeah. So they went and found the artist.
The telltale ornament.
The artist who had made the ornament and said that it was an ode to her Mexican heritage. She's sad song on camera.
Oh.
And then, I guess they got it back today. It was
returned
to the Sundance Square Christmas tree early this morning.
The telltale heart, Blake? You know what that is?
Yeah. Poe?
Pose.
I don't think I know.
You don't know the Telltale Heart, huh?
Poem?
Yeah, the
What
heart,
if somebody like
heart
they-
beating under the floor. It wasn't there. It was just his conscience.
Like they walled him in or something? They wall him in or they floored him in?
Who?
Yeah, he.
Like some guy buried him?
Yeah. Cemented him.
Like that lady in Thailand?
More like who was the Luke Perry when he was in Oz, and they cemented him behind a wall.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever see that?
That rings a bell now. But whatever this poem is, you guys are talking about, how does Blake know a poem?
Edgar Allan Poe. It's really famous.
I thought I was real cool in high school when I started reading Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
Not knowing I was just a doofus.
Nah, you can get a certain caliber of lady like that. You hope you can.
Oh, for sure.
Like I had a buddy
One that smokes
who had
cigarettes.
a bunch of playwriting
classes and stuff.
No, like books on his shelf in college.
Oh, that's a good one.
But he wasn't really into it at all. But he thought that would be cool, and he claimed it worked.
Yeah, I was never really that into.
For ladies.
I was never really that into roller derby, but I certainly attended a handful of matches.
I had like all-time NFL records and the big book of baseball.
Yeah, you were not swinging for the right fences. Another thing that you'll see on the news around this time, in addition to, hey, the roads are going to be crowded, there's going to be a lot of travel problems at the airport, it's to remind people not to put grease in their sink or down their drain.
Yeah.
And
what will it do? Like stop it up?
Yeah, I guess, right? Especially if you're frying a turkey. But, of course, that's why we hear that this is one of the worst or best days for a plumber. Could still use a plumber out there, folks.
What do you mean? Advertiser?
Yeah.
We need someone who's like DFW wide.
Yeah. This is a wild story that does not come to us from one of our northern suburbs and here the height of the high school playoffs in Texas. This one's from Virginia. There's a man named Travis Turner. He's 46 years old, and he is the head coach of an undefeated team playing in the playoffs this weekend. Well, he is on the run. Is he on the run because he's nervous about the big game, or because he just needs a little more time to crack that 3-3-5 defense, Chappie? No, he's on the run because they've got warrants for 5 counts of child pornography for the old ball coach.
Is this happening more, or did Salina just bring all of this to light?
Copycats?
I feel like we do a story every other day.
How about going on the run, though?
That I try to only do these stories if there is some level of different angle to it. Like just teacher-student sex doesn't really do it anymore. But the fact that the Salina dude, his dad was, Coach Kilmer, basically, that made that different. And then this one, the guy took off.
I think child porn is on the run worthy. Like, yeah, you better get on the run, bro.
That's a good list.
The on the run list? On the run list?
On the run worthy. Like, this is where you can't stay. You can't, you'll get past this one.
Well, what are you going to do?
Well, that's the thing. Does anyone ever go on the run and then get away? Like, especially this guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
One
They
guy
say
made it for a while until he went to his grandma's house.
the Coffin County or wherever he was, Trevor.
Wasn't that escape criminal or escape prisoner or no?
He had cut off his ankle monitor the morning of his trial, but he was out on bond at the time that he escaped.
The New Orleans
They made
inmate,
it for quite
he made it for
some
a
time.
while.
Yeah, the monkeys made it out in
yeah.
Mississippi for
They
quite
just-
some time. The cobra's still on the loose out in
There we go.
Grand
The
Prairie.
Grand Prairie Cobra.
What did he do?
Ethan Couch is sort
Couch
of.
was on the run in Mexico for a
They
while.
say that this coach is like a big deal in this part of the state. Like I don't want to throw Todd Dodge into this, but he's a guy who's a legend, in the state. They're using drones, dogs, all of it, but at last check they haven't found him. So
The thing is, could you live off the land? Could you? Like,
No.
what do you eat?
No, but I mean, I think that's one of those questions where it's always like, oh, could you kill another human being? Well, if asked to do it right now, no. If you were with your child and someone was threatening them, you'd figure it out, right? So your ability to live off the land, I feel like necessity, and that's the thing that those shows can't even really replicate, is death.
Yeah, you will be dying if you don't do
And if
this.
I think at that point,
So then
you can
you're
maybe
eating-
figure
yeah.
it out a little bit more. But
You're eating bark, you're eating whatever you have.
But regarding my technical capabilities, no. I mean, I referenced earlier, my grandparents had a farm in a situation like this out here where we are in Graham today. And I had, by the time I was a teenager, probably 25 cousins, because my mom there were 8 of them, and they were Catholic. So of those 25, I was the oldest and definitely viewed as the biggest pussy. And even Joe. It was because we lived in the suburbs,
Mm-hmm.
So we were just like, oh, why don't you go play your Nintendo, you homos? And I'm not kidding. They looked down on us because it was like they knew how to do outside stuff. And I was just doing taxes.
This would be another situation where they would have the better of you, right?
Living on the lam on the case, the child porno popped up, yeah.
Like, I couldn't take the digital detox.
Was it 24 hours or something? Or what's the...
I'm just saying, you'd be on the run. You can't take your stuff.
Oh, you think that would be your biggest worry?
Yeah,
You're like,
that's what I'm
God.
really worried about.
I wonder if Kimmel had any funny bits last night. But again, as with all these stories, be it Salina or whatever, or even the Baylor AD, I just wish I could be a student or a player involved in the mix at this time. You think you're listening to any of your other coaches this week? You're like, how many of you guys knew about this?
Does this fantasy of yours go to, do you wish you were at Columbine but not one of the people that got killed? All that you could have gotten away with the next year? That year, they probably gave everybody A's.
I don't think I've ever thought about it in those terms, but yeah, that's the same strain of thought. That when you were a kid, especially when you were a teenager, and I know as a teenage boy, I could sniff when the adults were losing the plot. And I could tell when they were in over their heads or when they were trying to act like they knew what was going on, and we would exploit that.
Any substitute teacher.
That's all it is, right? Any substitute teacher. Yeah. But if your school ends up in the news, you make basically the early version of memes about that, and you make sure that they, find purchase in the hallways.
Oh, yeah.
That's really all you wanted to do. Let's see. What was my other one that I definitely... Oh, you know what? Since we're not going to have time to get to this anywhere else today, I want to talk about UNT's head coach.
Why? What's happening?
So
I saw a headline that said Garrett might be interested in that job.
Yeah.
That's fake.
Is that job open?
Eric Morris has taken the Oklahoma State job.
Oh, wow.
As UNT is in their playoff push. And people have different reactions to this, right? Is this shitty of him to announce now? Leaving the program high and dry, and their first time they've been ranked in the top 25 in 60 years. They're probably going to the college football playoffs.
He's staying through the season.
Yeah, that's a weird bit.
It's a weird bit.
Do you want him to stay through the season?
Yes. Then just leave?
As a fan? Yeah, but I mean...
It's not just a meaningless bowl game. Then you'd be like, just go.
But again,
it's the Sun Bowl.
Is his contract running out?
No.
That's the thing. And I know, obviously, I want people to be able to stick it to the man. But it does seem weird that you just don't have to even think about honoring your... What's the point of signing a contract? It's very one-sided, which is on the side of labor, so I should be happy about that.
Yeah.
But...
Because I've heard the argument. I was listening to some people talk about this, and it's an interesting one, especially with the backdrop of what's happening with Lane Kiffin. Everybody's destroying Lane Kiffin, and I think part of the reason for that is he seems to enjoy all this. Mm-hmm. He's, hamming it up and turning it into the Lane Kiffin circus, whereas Eric Morris isn't necessarily doing that. But the whole thing is that the players can move now, and the coaches would say, well, what loyalty do I owe you? The first time I lose 3 games in a row, everybody's going to turn on me. To which I would say, yeah, but if they turn on you, they have to pay you like $40 million to be turned on.
Yeah.
So that's the part where it's truly insane, the level of freedom these coaches have. I think the part that that I find funny is that people are doing like the woe is me. This is just life as a group of 5 team. This sucks. You get something and they take it away from you. If you think about it, this is a byproduct of letting the group of 5 participate in the playoff, because that raises the profile of those guys and makes it more likely that they get scooped up by the bigger schools who have more money because the playoff's bigger.
Yeah.
So
we could take UNT to the playoffs.
Your
What could he do
inclusion-
for this team? Yeah.
Exactly. Your inclusion in this system is making it more likely that you get rated.
And it's more likely he's going to be successful with a UNT than he is with Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
Way more likely.
However, I saw a lot of UNT people like, what if he takes the quarterback with him? Because they've got a great story in their quarterback, and maybe he transfers to Oklahoma State. He's a redshirt freshman. Well, I mean, this dude found Baker Mayfield. Like, he was the guy who was first was trying to offer Baker Mayfield at Tech. He's the guy who found John Mateer. He's the guy who revived Chandler Morris's career. My point is, who cares if he gets the quarterback? He's the guy. He's the guy who's taking the 1 and 2 stars and making them more. So, I don't know. But I do think it's an interesting spot for UNT fans, just because they seem kind of beaten in general, and they finally get a cool thing, and now everybody's bummed about it. But
that's the way it is with every smaller college, right?
But yes, but I think before it sucked even more, because that's how it was for them, and they couldn't get a seat at the table. Now it sucks for them, but you're probably going to get to play Ohio State in front of a lot of people. You know what I mean? They've included them, and now it makes it more likely that they get rated.
I'll say this. I'm not as close to the program as I was when I worked there, but I do know that when Seth Luttrell almost had North Texas ranked in like 2017 or 18, he got an offer from Kansas State to go coach up there whenever Bill Snyder was gone. And it wasn't perfect. There was something about he couldn't pick his staff or something, so he didn't take the job. And then North Texas sucked after that. And so that was his really only shot to get one of those dream jobs, and he turned it down. And there's probably not a day he doesn't kick himself over not taking it, even though it wasn't perfect. So regardless, this guy gets to coach in the group or Power 5. I don't think you can turn that down. And yeah, you can do woe is me. It's your budget. Your school can't compete monetarily with the others, and you've known that forever. So it's just kind of where you are. You're just a leapfrog school, and you're going to have to get used to it.
Yeah. And I mean, he's going to get probably $5 million as opposed to $1.5 or $2 million.
And he's going to get to pick from way better recruits and have a better sustained success. It's a no-brainer. Who is telling Eric Morris not to take that job?
I don't know. I just see the stodgy old columnist doing the not like this though.
But who's done that?
Yeah, you're kind of hoping for something that doesn't exist.
Gary Patterson, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You're asking for a little much there.
This is an interesting one that you probably haven't thought about in quite some time. But do you guys remember PPP loans?
COVID thing, right?
Fraud.
Well, that's why I'm doing the stories. There was a lady who was a TV anchor, a regular TV anchor, 42-year-old Stephanie Hawkridge. There you go, Dan. Go right.
What are you saying?
I'm glad you guys got to see that in person out here in Graham. The lean forward. Watch how much quicker that lean is than ending the news. But 42-year-old Stephanie Hawkridge of Arizona, who does look like she's on TV in Arizona.
That's funny.
Dan's got her over there.
Yeah.
She is going to prison for 10 years.
Oh, no. Stephanie.
And that's federal, so I think that means you do the whole bid/bit.
But you're playing golf and stuff?
No, not all federal is playing golf, but by any means. But, like where Theranos Lady and
she shouldn't be in prison.
Theranos Lady and G-Max are. That's probably where she's headed.
Her mugshot's pretty funny when she's not all dolled up from TV makeup.
Oh no, I haven't seen that yet.
She is also ordered to pay $63 million in restitution. She was running a straight-up middleman service to try to get people their PPP money. She called it VIPPP.
There we go. That's a TV background.
Give you a little tiered system.
Let me see the mugshot.
I messed up.
Oh.
Wasn't her.
Oh.
They put her next to Ghislaine Maxwell for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah, this case was tried in the Northern District of Texas. These defendants exploited a national crisis to enrich themselves in this multi-million-dollar taxpayer-funded fraud scheme. And you know she was using that TV sheen.
Oh, yeah.
You know me.
I trust her.
That's Stephanie Hawkridge at 9.
You've trusted me for years.
10 years, man.
And I'm hot. 10 years. So then she'll be 50 when she gets out?
Yeah, early 50s. And you know...
I'm waiting there. I got a little heart-shaped box of chocolates. Got my suit. My hair slicked back.
Phoenix News 9 windbreaker on.
Licking my...
that you bought.
Yeah, I lick my finger and get my eyebrow kind of straight.
You know, we talk about this with, with cold case murders and things like that. So that's much more serious. But...
Ooh, disgraced ex-news anchor.
Only in journalism.
Yeah.
You know there are a lot of people right now who are living right today, but they're going day to day in life like, I really hope they don't follow up on those PPP loans or whatever I did with those, you know? There's got to be people who in a time of need got a little fast and loose with the fraud part of that.
Yeah, it's
and
just the
they're
government.
Just hoping they don't come calling.
It's the government, right?
Not only was it the
Endless
government, it was
supply of money.
the effing Wild West.
Yeah.
It was COVID. It was bonanza times.
What do you think of this picture of her?
You know, I'd rather the lady who does the
infant-
news not
what do
be
they call it?
posting with motorcycles and Daisy Dukes and a crop top on, you know?
What do you think of pigtails? Do you think that... How do you pronounce it? Infantilize?
Infantilizing?
Isn't that what a 40-year-old with pigtails does?
Yeah, it's not... You don't want
What
to
if she had
think
a
too
lolly?
hard about...
Did she think she got away with it?
I don't think you want to let... Yeah.
Yeah, it's
almost no doubt.
2025.
5 years ago?
Yeah.
And she's her living high.
Yeah, probably not dealing with a whole lot of consequences, you know, overall.
In her whole life, yeah.
And now this comes home. I'm also interested in the, like, how you have to pay. How are you going to pay back $62 million in restitution?
Well,
I got an idea.
You could have cash. There's cash. There's grass.
All right. That's good. That's really good. There's your news.
The Dumb Zone News. Like and subscribe.
That was a good news.
Viewer Mail Birthdays brought to you by Frankel and Frankel Personal Injury Attorneys.
214-817-333-3333. Maybe you're visiting family. You know, these roads, they're going to be busy, Dan. There's going to be a lot of traffic. There's going to be a lot of accidents. There's going to be a lot of foolishness happening out there. You may be personally injured, which means you need personal injury attorneys. Like the Frankels, their years of expertise, the knowledge they have of the tricks of the insurance trade. Get your money.
That's right.
At 214-817-333-3333. I don't have a jingle for them.
Oh. Well, we have this.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
I don't think there's a ton. Let me see if I can... Got any rolled in? No, we just got one today. From Sarah, who said, Dan, it is my husband Todd Krumholz's 45th birthday on 11/27. Yes, he was born on Thanksgiving, and this year it falls on the date.
Good dude.
He is a subby and big supporter of y'all's show, including his annual visits with Charles to your Game Day Men's Health studio.
Mm-hmm.
He says he will also see y'all at Cain and Abel's Friday before the Horns' big win. She then says, Happy Thanksgiving, Sarah.
You met Sarah when we were taking a picture with Vince Young.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
was she over there?
Yeah, because Todd was corralling Vince Young that day. And he's also the way we got to Cain and Abel's. And, yeah, he's the way we get Charles Haley. You just meet these people who just know people.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know anybody.
I know Vince Young now.
It's a good point.
He was excited to see us. VY. I call him. All right, well, that's that for that. Now we move to this.
Game Day Men's Health presents On This Day in History.
And we have mentioned the studio, but Game Day Men's Health, gameday.dumbzone.com. I actually got myself a nice little vitamin B boost before the holiday season this little week. Get you through the big weekend, you know?
For sure.
But if you want to get in on that testosterone replacement therapy, 10% off if you just mention the Dumb Zone. And if you go to a certain one of them in Austin, one of them is owned by one of the guys who owns one of the locations up here. And I got a buddy in Austin who said he just stopped into Game Day and they gave him the 10% off. So I don't know, just give it a shot.
Why not?
It's certainly DFW, but I don't know.
I'll be there today.
Don't. You want to pay more money?
Help you get through the holidays.
Oh, you're going today?
Yeah.
All right. So this is some Today in History. Is Easton going to join us at any time, or is that just closing remarks? You want to join us now, too? What's your bit? Easton Wolf, ladies.
His bit is being valedictorian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Time ago, gentlemen.
Do you show up at college and tell everyone that, like you're a 5-star? That'd be cool. His girlfriend, fiance,
yeah.
Yes.
I feel like it would be even weirder if I do that since I'm not in college anymore.
Okay.
I graduated. Now I gotta
Jake, dumbass.
be in the real world and stuff.
Today is Wednesday, November 26th. On this day in 1716, a lion is tamed and put on exhibition for the first time in the U.S. by Captain Arthur Savage. If anybody's going to tame a lion,
yeah, that's a fun one.
It is Captain Arthur Savage. He did this at his house in Boston.
Where'd they get the lion?
That's the thing. Not in Boston.
No. Boy, that's a great story.
On this day in 1789, they called it a day of Thanksgiving, set aside by President Washington, Pat, to observe the adoption of the Constitution of the United States, the first national celebration of Thanksgiving. This day, 1789.
So like the Pilgrims had their first Thanksgiving, but we had a dark age, I guess, of no Thanksgiving. Like we weren't thankful.
It's 13 years.
I'm hearing a little background noise. You guys?
Yeah.
Me? That is me.
On this day in 1864.
This will probably be about slaves.
English mathematician and writer Charles Dodgson presented a handwritten and illustrated manuscript called Alice's Adventures Underground to his friend Alice Pleasance Liddell. The book would later turn into Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, Alice in Wonderland.
Possibly one of my 5 most hated texts of all time.
He published this under his pen name, Lewis Carroll.
Go on, Jake.
His gnome I feel like the reason we have to deal with what's the scary guy's name? Tim Burton is because of Alice in Wonderland, and I reject the entire Tim Burton
catalog
frame. I don't like it. Alice in Wonderland is too trippy. I deal with the real.
It's very trippy. So here's another thing. I got into, I hate to say I went down a little rabbit hole this morning on this one. But because just the way this is written, it's writer Charles Dodson presented a handwritten manuscript to his 12-year-old friend, Alice, blah, blah, blah.
Just
thought,
just hanging out.
So I went to look up how old was this guy? When was he born? He was 32 years old at this time.
Oh, my God.
And in this hole, the rabbits also might dive into and come out of, just seeing there were later life, like modern day allegations of, hey, was this guy pedo? Let's take a look at his history. Okay, he did that, but you know what? For the time, they said it was very popular. This is the 1800s. People would photograph children naked a lot.
Oh, God, no.
Like they said, it was even available. You could get a Christmas card with a little, an 8-year-old that was naked on your Christmas card.
No, at no point.
But apparently he did. No, I'm telling you the truth. It did kind of say, like, at the time, this was a more... And I do think, if you think about it at the time, and just think of time, all time, it didn't used to be called being a pedo. It was probably called, oh, you're attracted to this. She's just about ready to flower here. Right?
Yeah.
It's not wrong that you're attracted to this 12-year-old. I'm saying in the mid-1800s, they would not have said, hey, that's really weird for this 32-year-old to be infatuated with this 12. And I do think maybe at the time there was a thing where it's okay to take nude pictures of 10-year-olds because it's beautiful.
Beyond wild that has occurred in the last 200 years, but you are probably correct. I mean, it sounds like you're definitely correct. And in fact, they were so not
is it
turned
beyond
off
wild
by it.
When they're like, hey, did that black guy look at it? Kill him! Kill! Yes, we all agree that he should be killed because he looked at her.
But yeah, I don't know. Okay, so it's definitely not pedophilia, but is there something before, hey, let's publish all of the stories he wrote her and make them like a huge piece of culture? Like, do we have to celebrate it? Because that's what he was doing, right? He was writing her stories probably for her affection.
It's all speculation.
Except
anyway,
the part she was 12 doesn't seem that speculative. That part seems factual.
And this is the day he gave her the stories. On this day in 2010, Willie Nelson arrested in Texas for possession of marijuana.
Oh, he smokes?
It was up by the border, I think.
I think marijuana makes you age well, or it's a longevity drug, right? Isn't he like 118 years old right now?
At least, yeah. He's very old, still performing.
You say on the border, Sierra Blanca.
Yeah. I think it was out. I remember learning about this in my 20s, but there's a portion of the border where they can just stop you, and it's not on the border. It's a good hour and a half, 2 hours in. There's a corridor where you can just be stopped.
Well, he had 6 ounces of marijuana, which is quite a bit.
Man, for Willie, though, in a bus full of people traveling, it's not as much as I would have thought. It's not dealing. It was for him.
It was definitely for him, but...
It's a lot for him.
Like, if you were caught with an ounce, I'd say that was a lot.
Yes, correct.
And so today is the 26th of November, this day in Dumb Zone history.
Haven't done a lot of shows just because of its proximity to Thanksgiving, but we did one in 2021, and I'm just going to read you the first section. It says, Mike Reiner in for Jake, EA in for Mino, Jonathan Dodd in for DJ.
Inaudible.
And then the next one, it just says, phone call Friday.
Was it me, you, and Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys tried to do like the 2-minute drill, right?
I don't know if that was this day.
Oh, yeah.
But we did try that. I just thought that was fun.
Didn't go.
Just looking around. Why don't we go to the phones?
Elsewhere, so now we have today's birthdays. Famous people. Malik Davis is 27.
Good run the other night.
Current Cowboy. Cal Raleigh, 29.
Big dumper.
60 home runs.
And did not win the MVP.
Did not win the MVP.
And probably rightfully so. Judge's numbers were insane.
I know, but
it's a catcher.
He's a big.
It's cooler.
Big catcher with a
It
mustache.
is so cool.
He had 60 bombs.
Matt Garza is 42.
He got in a fight at a youth baseball game recently.
Around here? He's a former Ranger, right?
Oh, yeah.
Rangers traded for him.
Yeah, it was one of those.
Is that C.J. Edwards?
Former Brewers pitcher ejected from his kid's 9U game. Looks like it was maybe in Minnesota.
Harry Carson is 72. We've recently mentioned Harry Carson, but I didn't mention his name. He was a Giants linebacker along with Lawrence Taylor. And he was up for the Hall of Fame like 6 times in a row and didn't get it. And then started openly criticizing the process and said, even if he was offered the Hall of Fame now, I do not believe in it, and I wish my name to be withdrawn from this. I would not accept going into the Hall of Fame.
I'm above it.
So his little ruse apparently worked, because the next year he was voted into the Hall of Fame, and he accepted his the gold jacket, and he gave a speech and all that kind of stuff. That was in 2006.
Nothing I love more than a transparent about face. Yeah, but that was then.
That was last year. Sean Kemp is 56. Does Sean Kemp have a Kemp spin?
I mean, it doesn't. I don't
his
even
life?
think you have. Yeah, it's just his entire existence, his many sired offspring. He was a wild man. I loved him, though.
Young Dan was very happy when he heard that the Cavs were trading for Sean Kemp. Just because,
he was a name.
He was kind of awesome. He was a name.
Dunked a lot.
But, yeah, it turned out
that by the time they get to Cleveland,
you don't really want to be on the Sean Kemp ride. There might have been a reason. And then, I don't know that he was as excited as young Dan was.
No.
Like about going to Cleveland. Like, I'm excited because I'm in Cleveland. I can't leave. So you're sending somebody cool here. But not realizing the guy that's cool probably doesn't want to go there. Like, he just lived somewhere awesome. He just moved from Seattle to Cleveland in the middle of the winter.
Place to see and be seen.
It is.
So we've made it pretty far today. Listening to Luca be like, well, it's amazing. I live near the ocean. I never lived near the ocean. Now I have an apartment on the beach, and it's amazing.
I didn't hear him say that.
He would have never found out. He wasn't going to go to the beach. Yeah. He wasn't. We forced him.
He didn't know you could live there.
We forced him to the better market.
We told him it was too expensive to live there.
Like, it would hurt if this happened.
He believed us.
Normally,
he believed the whole tax
If this
thing.
happened normally, we'd be like, fuck, that's why. You can't keep a guy here. They just want to go to the beach.
Right.
And he's like, well, it's nice. It's amazing. Just bums me out, man.
Yeah. Harold Reynolds is 65.
Yeah, he's got
He had an intern thing, didn't he?
Yeah, I think it was a production assistant or an intern.
Matt Carpenter is 40.
You know what I remember about him? Do you?
No.
He's a carpenter like JC.
Maybe it wasn't Matt Carpenter. I swear it was Carp, because there's the leaked audio of Ron Washington talking to the Rangers in the World Series in the locker room. Do you remember that? And I think it was after they had lost the previous game and had to come back and play another against the Cardinals. Was Matt Carp maybe pitching?
No.
Because there's a line in there where he's like, and they're asking me about Carp. Motherfuck Carp. It's just Wash in a pregame speech. And it's like, it's one of the funniest pregame speeches because it's baseball. And you never hear that.
And then it inspired them to win the...
No.
Okay.
No.
That reminds me, Emily Jones, I remember we had her on the day of Game 7. They had blown Game 6, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
And she said everything's great because in the locker room they're really loose. Everything's been fine, exactly like they were yesterday. And I asked,
well, what happened?
That's what I said to her. I'm like, well, why is that better? Like, they ended up losing yesterday. She's like, you're an asshole, Dan. I'm like, all right. And then they lost. So I don't know.
Do we blame Emily?
Who's right here? I think perhaps blaming Emily is the correct move.
It was Chris Carpenter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What does this sound like if I just
that
turn
makes
this
sense.
up?
Play it.
Hold on. Turn me off right now.
I did.
Okay, now back on. Let's see what happens.
I'm not him.
I ever had the pleasure of being a part of it. And I hope you guys felt the same way. You know, there was 2 champions out there last night. Those fucking guys over there are champions too. And we're champions also. They fight for their lives. They ended up pulling it off. Tonight, this is what it's about. We're going to go back out there tonight. Why? Because they're a champion too. And we're motherfucking champions. But we know we can beat those cocksuckers. They're not so sure about beating us. And we just go out there tonight, do what the game asks us to do, be focused, and get it done. That's about it. Anybody else got anything?
Okay, anyways, we'll review this at a later time. That he's known these cocksuckers can't beat us. It's just Kinsler over there. God, that's a fun team.
J.C. Horn, 26.
Pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
John Amici, 55.
Gay. I believe.
DJ Khaled is
That was a big
50.
deal. Don't get it. Never have.
Neither.
Still,
He's 50 now?
Still don't get it.
Singer Lil Fizz is 40. Anybody know?
Easton?
Don't
Anybody?
No, I don't listen to
Fizz.
Lil Fizz.
It was on my birthday list, and I thought, that's a name that needs to be said.
He's 40.
From my mouth.
How?
Chris Hughes is 42. He is the co-founder.
Of
Anybody hear of Chris Hughes?
Twitter.
Facebook.
Ah.
He's like who's the co-founder of broadcast.com with Mark Cuban. It's like the guy you never hear of. He got his billion and just like, I'm just going to do stuff and just kind of lay low.
Like MySpace Tom.
Yeah, Chris Hughes. All right, I'll just have all this money. Won't that be cool? And then DumbZone birthday of the day. I hope he's still alive. I didn't check because he's 85 today. Mark Margolis.
Detective?
He was in Scarface, and he looked 85 then. And then he would later be...
Died 2 years ago.
Oh.
Uncle Tio.
Uncle Tio in Breaking Bad. He's not alive, huh?
Nope.
I think I saw how he died.
Oh, that's right. The whole bell thing.
Blown
I forgot.
up in an old folks home.
I forgot about the bell thing.
Pretty tragic scene, actually.
Vince Gilligan wanted that to look as real as possible.
How would I not remember that?
That's okay.
Born on this day, now dead, Mark Margolis.
Yep.
Bruno Hauptmann.
Probably a Nazi.
He kidnapped the Lindbergh baby.
Oh. That was in
Interesting.
Popular Crime.
Think about, first of all, the beating of kidnapping. That's got to be a tough one.
Yeah.
Go on.
But now you got a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think the beating, Easton, is you're stealing something that's alive.
So Easton has, they have started a fire out here. And we were even talking during the break about movie fires and how, it's just not the, it's tough. You got to kind of keep the wood going. Like, you can't get a movie fire for more than a minute. How about a nice movie baby? That's another thing I got. Or a TV baby.
Yeah.
Remember the baby in, anybody watch the show Ozark? So they had like a baby that they were taking care of. You never heard that damn thing? It just would lay there nicely. There wasn't like your whole life revolves around a baby, right?
Right.
It
moves.
Every single thing in the world is about that baby. Like you're going to eat, got to get the baby to bed. The baby's going nuts. That baby never makes a peep. The perfect baby is a TV baby. TV babies, TV fires.
Video wives. Online.
And Born on this Day, Now Dead, Charles Schultz. He drew the Peanuts cartoon.
I want to go back to the Lindbergh thing. I mean, it's probably there was
kidnapping a baby.
There was a limited amount of crimes you could do and cash in. So, like, that's probably you couldn't do like a Nigerian prince email scam, right? You had to put some sweat equity into your crimes.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know. You've got to put a number on getting the baby back to them. You know that they're going to be coming for you way harder than if it's a piece of art. How did this turn out? I don't remember.
They found the baby in a shallow grave in the woods.
So the guy never got any money for it.
I think he killed it pretty early
Kind
on.
of pretty early on, and it makes sense. If you have a baby.
Because he didn't get a TV baby.
It's a baby. It's
He's
like, God
this
damn,
is annoying."
this sucks.
Jeez.
What do I do? What's he going to carry diapers around? How's he going to change the baby?
Yeah, that's
formula. Yeah, he doesn't have any boobs.
It's the
he
20s.
Can't feed the baby.
He's giving it carrots. It's not
Yeah, he killed the thing immediately.
Back then, they didn't even have family changing rooms.
Yeah.
So think of the inconvenience there.
Where would I go to the bathroom?
No baby Bjorns.
Are there still wet nurses?
What's that mean?
I think that just means they wipe you, right?
Why does it have to be wet though?
What's a wet nurse?
I thought they
it's a breastfeed
woman that
for
never
you?
stops producing, and so if your baby doesn't take your tit,
Really?
you put it on her.
Because if
tit.
you always keep one on there, it keeps going.
Yes, you don't stop production until you stop breastfeeding.
Yeah. So if you were to keep, hypothetically, you could keep your what anyways.
I floated it.
What if
she just kept doing the pump? If she keeps pumping?
I floated it.
Can you sell that? Is there a market?
Yeah, you can absolutely sell it to bodybuilders.
Bodybuilders are big into it.
Really?
Yeah, let's keep them big.
Yeah, plus you keep them big.
Yeah, really. Using the whole buffalo is what we're doing here.
The audience in the back says there's great profit, and she said it.
Yeah.
Pretty
breast milk.
Yeah, there's got to be.
For sure.
It's not cheap either.
Yeah.
Dead on this day, still dead.
Wet nurse, though. I do like the name.
Oh, it sounds great.
Yeah.
John McAdam, he invented asphalt.
Okay.
Thank you.
When do you think he died? So his invention would have had to be in the
prime of his life.
The 80 years. He died at the age of 80.
I'm probably
He was alive in 1900.
barely. I'm going to say 1930.
Died in 1836.
Wow, so ahead of his time.
Yeah.
That's why many of the cathedrals in France of that period are constructed entirely out of asphalt.
Sure.
The Gaelics.
And died in 2008 on this day, Edna Parker. I think she was in Oklahoma. For 15 months. She died at the age of 115. And for 15 months, she was the oldest person in the world.
It
Do you think
makes
she
sense.
felt the power of that, or did she have any idea that she was a person in the world?
I'm going to vote the latter.
Dude.
What'd she look like?
She was 115,
Not
named
bad.
Edna, living in Oklahoma. She knew. She was still smoking and like commenting on the news.
Yeah, what's your secret to longevity? Whiskey?
Yep.
One whiskey a day?
Yelling at
Since
my
I was-
husband.
Looked kind of with it.
My husband passed away when I was 35.
After our 9th kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got on Edna?
She looked like she was still kind of with it.
Yeah.
Born in 1893.
Bookmarking that, Blake?
No.
All right.
Edna.
Before we get to
that's
Ethan,
what happened on this day in history.
can I force in a very late bad bit?
What if we had it brought to us by Underdog Fantasy?
Underdog Fantasy. That's the way for you to make some plays.
I made a pick for tomorrow.
Holiday
I
football
made a play
game.
for tomorrow.
What you got?
Let's take a look. I screenshotted it for you. Looking at Underdog there.
I see you riding the Pickens train.
Yeah, you pick. Well, here's what I think. You pick a higher. You pick two different guys, and you pit them against each other. So I picked Pickens to go lower than 74.5 receiving yards, and I picked Amon-Ra St. Brown to go higher than 76.5 receiving yards. That was his over/under, or his higher/lower on that one. George Pickens. I really think CD is pouting a little bit.
There you go.
George Pickens just had a big game. I think Dak is a great leader. I think he knows how to share back and forth. And I think you're going to look for CD to have a bigger game than George Pickens. Look for CD to jump in the kettle this weekend. And Amon-Ra, I just think Amon-Ra is always a good bet. He's their main go-to guy in the passing game for sure. think that running game can open that up for him in golf a little bit on Saturday. Like to bet on the favorites. So that was the reasoning behind what I did. And apparently it's feast week here
That's
on
right.
Underdog.
From November 26th, that's today to the 30th. You can check that Underdog app daily for special promos. And speaking of those special promos, we have an offer for you. Here it is.
Download the app today. Sign up with promo code DUMBZONE to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code DUMBZONE Underdog. Make picks, win money, must be 18 plus. 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska. 19 plus in Colorado for some games. 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia. And present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/website and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned replay? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgamblining.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-8778-HOPENY or text HOPENY 467-369.
3, 2, 1. Nuggets!
So this takes us to the Calm Down podcast with Aaron Andrews and Carissa Thompson. I think our last bad bit from this podcast.
Boy, he listens to the gayest stuff. What was his last one?
Well,
the Kim Kardashian show?
I never got to play that.
Call Her Daddy.
I never got to play that. So I'm forcing this.
And I've been trying for weeks to get my female ref audio
I know,
in there,
every
and
day
he
in
won't
the
let me
meeting.
do it. He's
Sorry.
like, no, I got this.
We don't have time for bits.
Well, I'm forcing this in because this kind of just hit awful announcing and people are running with it. Anyway, the last time we played a bad bit from this show, it was how they used to fake halftime reports.
They got a lot of heat for that.
Yep.
Yeah, so much that they lost their jobs. And,
No, there's nothing really changed. So they do their podcast on video. It looks like they're both at home, and it's just the most immaculate houses you could think of. Erin Andrews is like in her closet that's bigger than my house. There's just designer clothes everywhere. There's letters on the wall, which means you're rich.
Boy, does it.
Wait, what is this thought? Like, so she has an E up on the wall?
No, above her coat rack it says where.
Where?
You're just flashing your money. If you put letters on the wall, you're flashing your money.
Okay.
See, I thought he meant people who put actual handwritten letters on the wall. Like that feels like something you see in rich people's houses. Where like, and this one, of course, came to us from, I don't know.
Yeah.
Found like a Mayflower.
Yeah, like you've got a charter of some sort hanging up.
So clearly their social media intern or whatever who put out this clip thought, this clip is going to be about how hard Erin Andrews works. They didn't know how people would take it, people like me. As she's sitting in her multi-million-dollar house, she thinks her job is really hard because she misses holidays.
This is what one of my first professors said. If you don't want to make $40,000 in your first job, get out. If you don't want to be told you need a nose job, get out.
I'm sorry.
If you don't want to be divorced,
40?
get out.
40?
Yeah, what?
We'll rewind the show about an hour.
What world of, yeah.
There are TV people in small markets, but even medium markets who start at lower than 40. But maybe
First
not
job,
for
get out. If you don't want to be told you need a nose job, get out. If you don't want to be divorced, get out. If you don't want to work holidays, get out. And I don't say it like that, but I say you gotta love what you do because I miss all holidays. I didn't get married till I was in my 40s. Not that is going to be your route, but I live out of a suitcase. I miss a lot of stuff. I missed a lot of weddings. I miss a lot of events. You have to love it to get you through the fact I'm not going to be home for Thanksgiving next week, or Christmas is cut short.
Again, from your multi-million-dollar house where you get to work Super Bowls and all the big events, and this is your dream job, you've made it, and you're complaining.
And like Jake said,
because you're missing a holiday.
You're not missing anything. You're missing a constructed, you can have a better day the day after Thanksgiving than all of us will be able to have.
You can do a simulation.
In the rest of our lives. We will never be able to afford a better day than you are able to have tomorrow.
Your life is what... Are you telling me she's not eating Thanksgiving food? She absolutely is. She's going to eat the nicest food at the stadium, get on a private jet to go to her next
she's
game.
living out of a suitcase.
A Louis Vuitton suitcase that costs more than my car.
Yeah, but I'm in this hotel room.
The nicest hotel room I've ever probably been in.
Yeah, but I'm not super famous yet, and this hotel room doesn't have a hole in the door where someone could spy on me and
make me more famous.
That too. No, I don't know.
How tone deaf are you?
I dream of not having to go from this house to that house to that house on this thing. You know, like, hey, sorry, I guess I have to work. As I'm telling my family, oh, man, I'm sorry that I can't participate in the whatever Yahtzee or whatever we're doing here because I got to go watch the Cowboy game after we eat because then I got to go drive to Austin tomorrow. Like, I tell them that. And is that what she's trying to do? Like, convince her family here that she's upset about leaving?
No.
I think she's trying to tell you how hard she works.
Yeah, it's not that. You're thinking like a man.
This ain't easy.
She's not doing that. And,
I mean, my professor was right.
But also, I feel like a dick because she is just trying to have an honest conversation about, like, her perspective on it is that it, you know what, I don't even believe that. Never mind.
I get what you're saying, but it's very...
I'm trying to, like, you know, everybody's got their own perception.
Everybody wants, you know, rich people always want to downplay that and talk about that they've got this struggle or that, or they'll say, you know, but I grew up like this, you know, and same with her.
Yeah.
She's got a perfect life, but she's got to pretend that it's not because everybody has to build up with their problems into something probably more than they are.
But there are people who work on Thanksgiving at Dollar General, Walmart, I mean, whatever.
What about the vendor?
Sure.
That's up there selling Cokes.
Yeah.
At this, do you think that she's upset?
You know, it's just, it's. I feel for her
Someone
because she's got a
parking her
family
car.
and she wants to be around them on that day. However, it is kind of funny, the level of tone deafness to be like, this is the day where I have it pretty hard, when it's like the one day that nationally everyone's like, boy, I bet it would suck to be homeless. Like, Thanksgiving is the one day where the whole nation is like, let's donate money. Like, God, there's a lot of people who have it shitty. You know what? Let's carry this all the way to Christmas. Let's be thinking about it the whole month. And she's like, this is probably a good time for me to pop out and discuss how bad it sucks to be a millionaire. Maybe try the summer. I don't know. There's got to be a better time when the nation's more receptive to the lady with big letters on her closet wall to tell her things suck. You need to see the video of this clip. Listen, I know what you're talking about. I've had to fight to keep a big K off my wall before. Cosplay rich people stuff. That is a terrible bit.
Sorry, Ethan. It's all yours now.
Easton.
It's okay.
My bad.
You know,
this is
with
Easton Wolf. Your dad also. Do you have an M. Raffle jersey, or do you just talk to us about M. Raffle? We're having a discussion the other day about. We ran into you at a Stars game, and I thought you had an M. Raffle jersey.
Do not have an M. Raffle jersey.
That would have been great.
But he was like one of 3 guys who recalled the bit.
I just love the fact that during that run that M. Raffle was vital to that run.
He was a super big part of things.
One of our favorite players.
Every time you look down at the stat sheet.
There he is again.
Fourth line grinder.
Popping off. The underrated M. Raffle.
Boy, Troy loves the fourth line grinders, like the Sam Steeles of the world now. It's just the backbone.
We see ourselves. Not all of us can be valedictorian.
Now, is this your dad and you refer to him by his first name?
Well, you know, there's a lot of people listening that I don't think they want to listen to say, oh, Dad's doing this, Dad's doing that. But if I say Troy.
Okay, so you're subtweeting Jake right now because he never says Greg. Or Chappie. Yeah. He'll call him Pops or Dad.
But also, TC has called his dad Tom since he was like 5. It was one of the most shocking things I didn't know that people did that. There were parents who would accept that.
Yeah.
And he just calls him Tom and Linda. And it's whatever, man.
Maybe it's conceited of me too, but I feel like if I say Troy, they can cross-reference that with perhaps the same Troy who got in a certain aviation incident.
I figured we have to talk about it today.
Yeah, we've done this before, right?
We have. I mean, I'd rather talk football officiating, but if y'all want to talk...
Are you allowed to talk about that?
Sure. I mean, y'all's questions are...
But you were in a a helicopter accident.
Yeah, in Hawaii, on the west coast of Hawaii.
We met somebody yesterday in the den who went to that island to take a similar flight like 3 days later. And they were from here, and I think they canceled it.
Yeah, it saved a life.
Yeah.
Possibly. And I do have some beef with Dan. Dan didn't call it a crash yesterday or whenever y'all were talking about it.
I just wondered, did you feel that you were almost dead?
When we were going into the cliff, At that time, I didn't know that he had control of the helicopter because there's something called auto rotation.
Okay.
And that's when the pilot will do, I think he's got to do 2 or 3 different things within like 5 seconds to change the tilt of the blades and the rotor and different things to make it to where it just it spins. And it basically altitude is keeping it up in the air. But I didn't realize at the time that he could steer it decently. So we were kind of going into a cliff. And then he turned it and landed on the beach.
So you thought you were dying?
When we were going into the cliff, absolutely.
Were you texting your boss, F you? I always thought you sucked.
No, it was the weirdest thing. I mean, you can see the video. I still hadn't watched the video, but it was really an eerie video. Like it was quiet. You could just hear. It was almost like a peaceful type deal. It's weird.
Did it change your life, your perspective moving forward?
Yeah, definitely.
You now will
have to. Yeah, definitely. I mean, for the 6 months after that, for sure. There's some things that, you come home and there's the house isn't picked up and stuff everywhere. It really doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Little like your experience.
But is it the same hashtag perspective?
Yeah.
Is it the same hashtag perspective of an athlete having a child, though? So you get hashtag perspective there.
Yeah, you have to let people know.
Yeah, but that one's just a BS one, I think.
Yeah, it is.
The athlete having a child.
But no, it does.
Especially they say it right away. Because I don't know. I mean, even though I did skin to skin, yeah, it wasn't like all of a sudden, oh, no, I'm just...
The only perspective that has changed that quickly is your perspective on ever going back down there.
Yeah,
and you're like,
you're not going down.
Well, perspective changed.
And then I think a month later, there was actually another charter company had a crash in the same location. And I've often said that if we landed in the water, we were dead. I think we survived the impact, but you don't get out of I think you drowned.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you don't get out of the... Because you're thinking, you'd rather land on water. Default, you land in water.
So the advice is to fly with kind of like an air tank, like a scuba gear and everything, the air tank and everything.
Possibly, yeah. You just kind of hook it up over and if you get in there. But I don't think we could have got out of our seatbelt. But those people did, like a month later, those people did. I think 4 or 5 of them died. Crashed in the water.
So how long you been reffing games?
25 years. 25 years. Been doing college for probably... Started kind of like Blake. You start in the minor leagues and you start in the NAIA in Division 3, Division 2, and now I'm Division 1. So, any questions y'all have on officiating?
What do you do for regular work?
So I manage a company that we build press boxes for our sister bleacher company.
Okay.
So there's a bleacher company based out of here in Graham, Southern Bleacher. They built all the speedways, Texas Motor Speedway, Charlotte, Atlanta, all those guys, and we build the press boxes that go on top of the football stadiums.
So you had some level of connection, I guess, to the game by being around. Okay, so how do you did you want to be a ref growing up?
My dad refereed high school forever, so in the falls I remember him always gone, during Fridays and
holidays even
holidays. I mean, big sacrifice. And
in a suitcase, right?
Yeah, living in a suitcase. But then I came back from college, graduated from college, came back. My wife's from Graham, I'm from Breckenridge, and we moved to Graham, and I played baseball in college, and so humble brag. But anyway, I was just saying I was just in sports, and I kind of wanted to stay in sports. And I didn't want to umpire baseball, and so Dad did football, and so I kind of got into the high school ranks then and got on a college crew pretty quick, and kind of here I am.
I think Dan would be a good ref.
Dan would be a good ref because he's very even-keeled, even-tempered.
Like has a good, not rules, but just I feel like you're good at staying to this is the way that it is.
Well, and so much of officiating, I'm on the line of scrimmage, so where the ball's snapped, I'm on one sideline or the other. So you're by coaches, and so much of it is just communicating with humans and interacting with humans.
All right, now I'm back out on Dan.
Yeah, I know, but Dan's got.
We'll do it together.
But Dan's got the heart rate at 50.
Yeah,
and he'd be fine.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I went out and did it like at a spring game once because they were actually advertising on the ticket because their numbers were so low. I don't know if you've heard. This has been a thing for about the last 10 years.
They
Dan,
still are.
They just can't get people to do it anymore.
No, and
we
and
broke
to be a
them.
high school coach or a high school ref.
Official, yeah, and they still are struggling. And Easton's a prime example. I tried to get him involved early on, and I think you did, some flag football for the Graham local league, and he just got berated. I mean, the parents are terrible, and he doesn't want to do it.
Okay, no, not because some guy yelled at me.
That'd be
so I
enough
wanna
for
do
me.
it.
What level are you at now? Division 1?
Yeah, Division 1, so FCS. So
what does that mean? For example, what game
Texas
did you
State,
do
maybe?
recently?
Texas State's Division 1.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the real Division 1.
I won't say what conference I'm in, but schools like Stephen F., McNeese, Houston Christian.
What do you get paid per game?
About $1,000.
Okay.
Damn, that's more than I would have thought.
Including travel costs or no?
Travel's looped in with that. Yeah, when you get into the higher rank, you get
Looped in, like added on to the 1,000.
No, it's one fee.
You pay for the travel then,
Correct.
out of that 1,000.
You just get a flat rate, and then your travel is calculated.
You make
Technically-
about 1,000.
Technically, the game
all
rate
said
is
and
like
done.
$750 or whatever, but then the rest of it's travel. But they give it to you all at once. But when you get into the higher,
Do you get to stay at nice hotels, like the team hotel?
Depends on what school. So if you go to some Louisiana schools, not as nice. They've gotten better though. They've gotten better.
Per diem?
Get a per diem.
For how much? For like the whole weekend? Or
It's in that one fee of $1,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you usually travel somewhere on a Friday, sleep over Friday night. Now you got a game.
So you've got to
Saturday?
be in Division 1. You've got to be on site Friday evening. So they want you there. So I'll leave here, get to the airport, try to take a noon flight or something like that. Get to location, and then games Saturday. You don't come back until Sunday morning because you're not catching a late flight out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. So you got to wait till the next morning.
You also have to have a job that's going to be.
Yeah, got to be very flexible employer.
Somewhat senior in your job.
Yeah.
Are you ever the guy with the mic?
No, that's the referee.
Oh,
He's the
what
white
are you
hat.
then?
So I have the H on the back of my jersey. That's
Okay.
it. That's a head linesman.
Okay.
They spot the ball.
Could you be a referee,
other
or
guy.
do you have to have different training for that?
I could.
They probably make the dough. A little more, at least.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
They
But
want their families to see them on TV.
as far as rules wise, I think I could do it. But as far as just being on the microphone and that presentation, because so much of our stuff is on TV, and it's all about presentation, keeping the game tight. How that part would be a learning curve a little bit.
So you excited when they call for Gene Steratore? You're like, oh yeah, hell yeah,
Representation matters.
it's Pereira.
A comment.
Because those guys weren't real refs. A lot of them weren't long time refs.
I don't know if Dean Blandino ever was, but
Oh really?
Pereira
I thought
was
Pereira
a ref, but he wasn't an NFL ref, I don't think.
yeah.
Or
he
was
was
he?
at one time. Blandino was head of NFL officials at one time. I don't know. I'm sure Blandino called at different levels. I don't think Blandino ever was NFL. Obviously, Sarator was, and used to have Mike Carey, and who's the guy on NBC? Terry McCauley.
Terry McCauley.
Yeah, so he's
former head of the DNC. Did they ever have you ever have ref beef
with each other or with
you
coach?
get put on a call on a crew with somebody and you're like, I'm not this guy.
No. And in our conference, we don't work in crews, so we're different guys, different.
You're always meeting a
organization.
bunch of new guys.
Well, most of everybody. There's only 50 or 60 officials,
It's
so
just
you
not
know
the
most of
same.
everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't Big 12 guys or SEC guys. They work in a crew all year, so it's the same replay, same communicator, same crew, all that stuff. So it's a little different in the conference I work in.
Are there referee groupies?
I have not seen any.
Damn.
But we do.
There's not radio
zebra chasers.
There's not sports radio groupies either.
No, they're probably not.
That's why I got into it.
But back to your female officials, there's female officials in our conference.
There's a few female officials.
Well, we got three or four.
Okay, sounds pretty woke.
No comment.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Are they all? Do they all suck like the NBA refs, or?
They're all great college football officials.
Okay.
Why are you winking at Dan?
Yeah.
I'm not.
You said ask anything.
Ask anything. Keep going.
Here we
I
are.
was more thinking rules oriented, but if you
Oh,
want to know,
yeah.
if
What
you want to
about,
know logistics, I mean, I was telling Blake earlier, y'all butchered the whole fair catch on the kickoff and all that stuff.
How did we butcher that?
Well, Brandon got you straight. You can kick on an onside kick. You can kick it into the ground once.
In the NFL, though, I don't think so, right?
I'm not sure about the
Okay.
NFL.
I
I
thought
think Brandon said yes.
Oh, you're ready to get up our ass here. And
Well,
I
said
know
in
college.
We
I know-
said in college that you couldn't, and I didn't
You
think
can
you
in
could. But
college.
you can do a one bounce somewhat recently. But
and
yeah.
still do a fair catch after it's hit the ground once?
Correct.
Oh.
You can fair catch, and you don't even have to fair catch it. the receiving team still has the unimpeded opportunity to catch that ball. So if a guy's standing, no fair catch, if a guy's still standing under it, a guy from the kicking team can't jump in and get it.
Oh.
It's a sweet kick if you can pull it off.
Yeah. Now, if it hits twice, all bets are off. It's anybody's ball.
What rule would you change?
A targeting rule in college.
Why?
Because it's to me, it's pretty penal. Is that a word?
Punitive.
I think Texas high school now has, Blake, they have two levels. You don't see it much, but there's two levels of targeting. They have a targeting 1, targeting 2. Targeting 1 would be like it just happened during the play, wasn't malicious, anything like that. Targeting 2 would be your more premeditated, receiver going over the middle. I think they have that in Texas high school, but NCAA it's not. So you could be trying to make a tackle, guy changes his position. You see it with quarterbacks all the time in college, to where he moves about and changes position, and then the guy hits him in the head, and he's out of the game.
They're ejected.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wild rule.
Where'd you go to school that you were valedictorian?
Like high school or college?
Well, were you valedictorian in college?
No.
Okay.
No, I went to school at University of Alabama. Graduated this spring.
Well, no. Where were you valedictorian?
Oh, Graham High School.
Graham High School. Okay, so that's not as impressive as I thought.
No.
Right?
No.
I mean, how big is Graham High School?
150 was when mine.
Okay, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Now, what do they call the female sports teams?
Why? What are the males?
Steers.
Yeah, and we once learned that out in
Bridgeport.
In Bridgeport, they have the
sissies.
bulls, but they call the females the sissies.
Oh, not the cows?
No, they
Like
the
South Park?
The heifers.
Yeah.
We are the Lady Blues. That's what, it's kind of a generic. I don't know either, but steers. Okay. I've always found it weird though with steers, because like
just too close to queer, and then other people can call you that.
Well, yes,
they can turn that around. Yeah,
they've been the butt of many of those jokes, but also like they don't have balls.
I did not know that. What is that?
You're fixing to learn that here.
Okay.
Yeah. So the difference between a steer and a bull, steers don't have balls.
Who's the coach that did that in front of the team? Like Jackie Sherrill or somebody? Do you remember that? Anybody remember that?
Castrated a bull?
Yeah, in front of the team.
Damn, no. I didn't know that.
Look that up real quick. So, college coach, it's not that long ago. Like, I was alive when...
Jackie Sherrill was in... That was
50s?
a long time ago. No, he's 80s, right?
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it was something like in the 80s where... Is it Jackie Sherrill?
Jackie Sherrill, before their game against Texas, castrates a bull in front of the team. The Bulldogs went on to beat the Longhorns 28-10.
There you go.
Oh, he was at Mississippi State at the time?
Yeah.
But it was controversial at the time, like to
I think
do
it'd
that.
be controversial at any time.
I don't know. When Alice in Wonderland is written, they probably like, oh, this is nothing.
Well, we've got some gifts for you guys.
Okay.
Come bearing, and my fiance is bringing these gifts right now, and I want y'all to see she has a shirt.
I just saw that.
Yeah, so September 11th, 2001, and I forgot what happened until
now.
she had a shirt that says "Will not forget."
Will not.
Right.
Wilson Funeral Home sponsors
Oh
this
my
shit.
God, that is crazy. A funeral home has sponsored it.
Radio logos on the back?
Yeah, we got some good.
It's a Clear Channel promotion.
Wow.
Clear Channel's not going to pay for this, but we can probably get Wilson Funeral Homes to sponsor.
That is the greatest promo shirt of all
The
time.
Never Forget 9/11
Just
shirt.
given away at a cell phone store.
Wow.
Yeah, in Tuscaloosa, we found it.
That is beautiful. What a great find.
So Dan's holding the gift first.
Which one of our sponsors could we get to foot the bill for our 9/11 Never Forget? I'm opening mine first.
Sure, Dan.
Or you say what?
Daniel, you can open. You can open it first, Daniel.
By the way, I saw a deal the other day that speaking of valedictorians, you went to Bama too, I guess. That the Ivy League is losing students to the SEC.
Why is that?
It's just because of the vibe of football, and TV, and weather. Like that, people who used to be like, "Well, yeah, I'm valedictorian. I'm going to Harvard." Are like, "How about Ole Miss?"
Well, she's one of the people of that like article, because Annika's from Massachusetts.
Oh wow!
And people are coming down in like record numbers, so it's definitely a trend.
Did you do well in high school?
I like to think so.
Okay. Were you valedictorian?
No.
Does he hold that over you?
Yes, he does.
Yeah. He kind of does with everybody.
All right.
So, did you have your pick of colleges being a valedictorian or no?
I did, but during these times, there were very unprecedented times.
What year did you go to college?
21.
Yeah.
21 I
Oh,
started.
wow.
Yeah. But they weren't precedented.
No, uncharted.
Yeah.
These waters.
Okay, it was in a bag, but now it's a box in a bag. So now I'll open the box that was in a bag. And
oh wow!
Look at that. Speaking of never forgetting, it's some special printed napkins with a picture of a toy poodle's head there, and it says, "quote Well, maybe don't let him eat the napkin." Unquote. Cornelius the moron dog, and I can have these.
That's incredible, dude.
This is really great work.
I was trying to get Blake to get a photo of Cornelius, but we could never find one, so I just found a stock image of a.
That's pretty close.
Just about what he looked like. Yeah.
Let's see that.
No, he was a typical little poodle.
Yeah, you got to show Blake.
Oh yeah. Here's the.
Wow.
That is amazing.
Are we on camera at all today still?
And it's all cursive.
We're adding this to Dan Holt stuff.
It looks very throw pillow.
Do we have a Dan Hold stuff thread
No, we
on
don't.
Instagram or something?
No, I was kidding.
He does all the social media stuff, and they know I don't look at it.
Okay, Blake.
Dan Hold
sweet.
stuff. What else am I holding? I want to
dude,
know.
You have no idea.
Is it funny?
I think so.
It's a little separate
How many
feed
bits
on
does
our
he
IG.
have going? Like anytime I think of
If you
add,
hit it
like
100
adding,
times, you'll keep going.
You see that little
I
thing?
want to add something to his plate, and I'm like, you know what? He's got too
Too
many
much.
things
Did you
going on. I'm
find
not
out
going to
that
ask
he's-
him to do
This is
this.
fun. Here. Okay, there.
This is the Dan Hold stuff thread.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to apologize to Jake and Blake for
Will it just roll?
Dan finding out.
No,
Dan
tap it.
holding a pillow. Dan holding. Okay.
You could just.
Dan holding a monkey. Dan
Yep.
holding.
There's a lot. It goes back a couple years.
Yeah, it's since the beginning.
Here's me just holding a little. Oh, a food warmer. I'm not even showing that to the camera. I'm just happen to be holding it.
You're holding something.
So Blake took a picture.
A cute little bag. Dan holding Jake's half-eaten sandwich.
Oh yeah, it was a good day.
Other companies are turning their social media over to like outside sources. We're going to optimize this algorithm for you.
And he labels every one of them.
We just. All right, who's next?
Well, I've got the 2026 Farmer's Almanac.
Wow. That is right up your alley,
It
bud.
really is.
We figured the run the ball guy would approve.
Let's see what we got in store for next March.
You need to be giving us like monthly reports on what's coming.
Let's see. Next March, we got sunrise at 6:13 in the morning.
That's a Graham-ass gift right there.
It is.
I love it. I love
Boy,
it.
weather. That's awesome.
All right.
We got that gift. We got these gifts a while back, and we happened to get a second copy of the Farmer's Almanac for Dad, and you've been reading your fair share.
Well, I guess it's time. My wife has been pushing us to get a record player because I now have the single.
Whoa!
Garth Brooks, Standing Outside the Fire.
The holidays are approaching.
Easily one of my favorite songs of all time, which, Dan, you cannot find on any streaming services. No.
Wow, we can find the video, though.
You, of course, can find the video of Garth singing this song while a young boy with Down syndrome tries out for the track and field team, while his father, not necessarily supportive of his son's limitations, yells at him as he trips over hurdles, all the while Garth playing outside of the track meet while the stadium is on fire. So, this is amazing. This is one of my favorite records. You guys are incredible. Also a very Graham gift. This is great. So
what was your
pick?
gift? I didn't even look.
Farmer's
Sorry.
Almanac.
Oh, okay.
He was too busy looking at
I was
himself
looking
holding things.
Yeah, that Dan holding things is a good bit.
So you're already engaged?
Yes. Got engaged 3 weeks.
How does a valedictorian find college? Difficult, easy, nothing, like whatever?
What did you study?
Mechanical engineering.
There you go. No layups there.
So I guess it depends on what major you do. I don't think it really matters what school you go to. I think I can say that. She's chemical engineering. So it's definitely the major that you do. Say again?
She could make meth.
I think so.
Yeah.
Between the two of them.
I looked into it after I watched Breaking Bad.
Would it be as easy as he kind of showed it to be?
I did not do it, but I looked into how to do it.
Why are you winking?
But you could do it. You think you
If I had
could?
the right materials, I think I could.
Okay.
Will you stop winking at Dan while you're saying that?
Selling it.
If she had meth, she could cook it.
Well, selling it is a deal, but I bet they could all make it.
Yeah, it is finding your Jesse.
Yeah.
Finding your Jesse is important. So how did
you got to market in the backyard?
What was the engagement scene? What'd you do?
We went to, do you care?
Yeah, I'm interested in how
he can make fun of you.
Okay.
How today's 20-something-year-old gets engaged, because you have to make it a production nowadays. You can't.
Yes. You gotta make
it can't be a personal thing. Nothing is between you and one person anymore.
Yes. Yeah, we have to publicize it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So did you have a photographer? Did you have some?
We did. Yeah, it's one of her best friends who's actually a good photographer, so saved me out on some cash.
I think Jake pulled that same scam.
Sure.
Yeah. But we went to this place called Purcell Farms.
Did she know it was
Alabama.
coming?
Yeah.
Oh, you knew.
Okay.
Okay, so this is all a big.
Okay, but
why do we even do this?
I was in a catch-22 because, and I think a lot of men here can sympathize with me. The women get mad if there is an engagement photo
and she doesn't look
and
good,
she doesn't have her
not
nails
wearing
done.
this, right?
They need the nails done. But how do you say that they need to get their nails done without them raising an eye?
Right.
So
That's
I
why
was
you
in
got
a
to find someone who just keeps their act together all the time and not this.
Yeah,
schlub.
exactly.
And it doesn't exactly work if you're just like there watching TV in the living room. It's a few days before, and you walk by and you're like, I never really noticed, but your nails look like shit.
Yeah, wow.
They wouldn't, they wouldn't
I wonder if
take
you should
that
get
well
those
either.
done before we go out to dinner.
Yeah.
Yes.
So real lose-lose. You're right. Not much you can do there.
We went somewhere for the weekend, so I told her to bring the white dress, and that was another giveaway. So I'm not really good at that.
Your friend who's a photographer is coming with us too.
Right.
No, she didn't know that. That's the one thing I will say. She did not know that the photographer would be there.
Okay.
But no, it was good.
So that was the tiniest of the surprise, at least. She had that.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
And the setting too. I didn't know how he was going to do it or where he was going
So you knew it was going to happen.
You thought he'd have pants
Yeah,
on,
I knew it
but
would happen
instead
that weekend, but I didn't know where we were going that weekend. I didn't know what the scene would be.
But
I
you
just
knew it's the day I'm wearing this dress, though.
Correct.
Okay.
And your
So
dates
you're
are-
going out Friday, and you're like, should I wear? And he's like, no. And you're like, oh, okay, guard down.
What do you guys think of those? Like, have you ever seen the one where they get the cops involved? Like that they'll get pulled over and act like it's a big deal, and then as the guy's getting arrested, the cop you ever seen those?
Billy clubs him. And
it's not that far off. Like, basically, the idea is to put people in this is a terrible situation.
he tells the would-be fiance, you can get out of this.
Right, she says yes way too quick. Then the husband's like, no, wait. Yeah, just don't trick it up. You did it right. Predictable or not, you did it right.
I appreciate it.
And those are memories that you'll cherish forever until the next year when you have to go take pictures, and the next year when you have to go take pictures, and the next year.
Do you celebrate your proposal date?
Not as much we would, but we do first kiss every year. We celebrate the
Jake,
first.
that's so cute.
Actually, I celebrate the first time that I got to meet her family. You guys know I take off every year on that day.
Well, I know family's important to you.
Family.
As well as football.
And faith.
And faith.
Yeah.
But you can arrange those.
It's up to you.
Order. Yeah.
At your discretion. Well, this has been a lot of fun, guys.
Yeah, any other closing remarks?
Yeah.
No, I appreciate you guys coming out. I know it's a 2+ hours.
We were explaining
3 for you.
We had to explain yesterday to somebody that this is not
It's not normal.
a circumstance we would do this for just anybody.
There's a short list, but you guys are on it.
But if you almost died
Thank
in
you.
a helicopter crash, if you've been
Don't really want to hear it if you finished second in your class.
Right.
No.
Don't email.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
this
you remember M. Raffle? That's honestly a huge.
Yeah, being a part of the M. Raffle crew is important.
Hopefully you enjoy it out here. Don't tell anybody in y'all's neck of the woods. It's a terrible place to live. We don't.
Yeah,
We don't want.
right.
We don't
A lot
want
of it
any-
is a field.
Keep it that way.
Yeah, but we
Much
don't.
of it is
we
a
don't
field.
want any of
Keep it that
y'all's
way.
people coming out here. So.
Don't Dallas is Graham.
That's right.
Keep
That's right.
Graham weird.
Adios, mofo.
We gotta go before this becomes a zoo.
Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my videos.
Gettysburg, wow. I go to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania to look and to watch. And the statement of Robert E. Lee, who's no longer in favor. Did you ever notice that? No longer in favor. Never fight uphill, me boys. Never fight uphill. They were fighting uphill. He said, wow, that was a big mistake. He lost his great general. And they were fighting. Never fight uphill, me boys. But it was too late. Gettysburg, wow, that was a big mistake. He lost his great, wow. I go to Gettysburg, that was a big Gettysburg, wow, 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 wow. Gettysburg, wow, wow, wow. Never fight uphill, me boys. Never fight up Gettysburg, wow. Never fight uphill, me boys. Never fight uphill, me boys. Looking to watch, looking to watch, looking to watch. Never fight uphill, me boys. Never fight up Gettysburg. Never fight uphill, me boys.